Catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston. Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane. Here are Peter and Anthony with Sports 56 Mornings.
Woo! Yeah! Let go! It's Friday.
Yep, all day long it's Friday.
All day it's Friday. What's up, everybody?
Good. It's a travesty we don't play that song coming in on Friday morning, too.
Well, I mean, why don't we?
I don't know. I feel like hearing it. I just feel like that'll change the mood for the day.
You need the mood changed?
Yep.
Peter Edmiston with you, alongside Anthony Sane, who needs the mood changed.
I don't particularly need to change. I just prefer the mood that I know that song would bring. The mood right now is fine, but I just know that song would take it to the next level.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. Now, I like that you're not letting good be the enemy of great. You know, you're willing to take it to the next level. I appreciate that. I think that's what it's all about right there.
Yeah.
That's why you're the superstar that you are.
You know it.
Let's never forget that. Now, you are so many things to so many people, as am I.
Yeah.
And let's never forget that. But what we also are the host of this program, and we've got a third member of the team that we will bring in here in just a few moments, but you all know him, and so many of you love him.
You feel some type of way about him.
Absolutely. He engenders emotions.
Yeah.
Good, bad.
Makes you laugh, makes you cry.
He makes you think. He makes you shake your head. He makes you wonder.
Spiritually aware.
What you're thinking. Mm-hmm. He makes you question your sanity. All those things. We'll get to that here.
Makes you feel secure in your sanity as well.
That's true. That's true, too.
Unique
Makes you enjoy meat. Makes you enjoy meat even that much.
The little things like the chicken wings.
It tastes so much more juicy and delicious. Mm-hmm. So that being said, we have lots to get to today. Obviously, number one, we're going to talk about college football with our friend Adam Kramer. He comes up about 8 o'clock.
Positive
and
conversation. Very positive conversation.
We finally have SEC football to talk about, which is exciting. And as far as I know, I have not checked in the last 5 seconds, but as far as I know, there's been no cancellation of any of those games. I mean, now, like I said, normally we would have had a Memphis UT San Antonio game, but now we don't. So that's a cancellation. But otherwise, we're good to go. So we're going to play those games. That's exciting. There is a move that I guess not surprising, but it's in keeping with what we've seen. The Pac-12 is apparently coming back. We're going to talk about that. The Mountain West is apparently coming back. The MAC may be coming back. So everyone is kind of working their way back. Now the Big Ten is kind of working its way back. We're going to belatedly end up with most of the college football teams playing. It would appear some form of a season. Again, it's going to be all different game length, type, all that stuff. But there will be, looks like for the most part, everyone almost is going to end up playing. So we'll talk about that coming up with Adam Kramer. Also, we're going to talk to our friend Kari Thompson. Much to discuss with Kari, including maybe the demise of his Boston Celtics. Yeah. What's happened there, and we'll talk to Kari about that and a whole lot more. So there's plenty to discuss coming up on the program. We're going to get to the Lakers taking a 3-1 lead. The Nuggets have them right where they want them. That's just the worst place for the Lakers to be. We've all seen what happens when teams.
It's over. They
go
had
up 3-1
such a
on the
good
Nuggets.
season, man. It's just unfortunate to see them, fall apart like they're destined to do at this point.
I know. It's going to end up being a very sad breakdown for the Lakers, and their fans are going to be upset at their collapse from 3-1. So, but that'll be. But in the meantime, we'll have to wait for those 3 games, which will inevitably be Nuggets wins. We'll talk about that coming up. We'll talk a little NFL as well. So a lot to get to on the program. You can get in touch with us any number of different ways. Let me run some down for you. Number 1, you can text us at 67129. Keep those texts positive though. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get that positive energy going. 67129.
Oh man.
You okay?
Hurting, man.
Did you do another workout? Late
sir.
night workout?
Yes, sir. Another late night workout. Trying to get Greg Gaston swole out here, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Ain't no games being played out. Yeah, I got a long way to go.
You got a long way to go.
You Gaston swole, man. You swole.
Yeah, I know. You got to hit the weights a little more.
Yeah,
you
man. That's the
pump
final
that iron a
form.
little bit.
That's the final form of
I know. That's the evolution of all of us.
The evolution is a mystery.
And Gaston's like he's from Jersey. He's not gonna mess. He throws them hands. Them hands will start talking
quickly. Oh yeah,
quickly.
He knows how to put that Paw Patrol in motion, bro. Yeah.
There's no boom. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Well, good luck with that. But I'm concerned that's going to affect you in the mornings because you're working out too hard. And you're,
man. Y'all see it out here, man.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay. All right.
Hey, I started off. I was 6 months pregnant, and I was actually in my 3rd trimester when I started. I'm currently in, I'm about 2 to 3 months right now. I'm getting there. Y'all
that looks good.
Y'all see
that looks
it, man.
good.
Y'all see it, fam.
Are you working on seeing those abs? You want that 6-pack?
Trying to go from flabs to abs, man.
I got a keg, so I'm about 8 months pregnant right now. I think. Gonna birth this little.
I really don't have a
wing baby.
I really don't have a goal. Like I don't really care. I don't want to particularly look a certain way. I just want to feel better and whatever comes with it.
Okay. That's good. Listen, that's the way it's supposed to be. I think that's the most healthy situation. Just get yourself into a healthy lifestyle and just let the chips fall where they may. Mm-hmm. You're not out here on PEDs trying to get jacked up.
Yeah, you're trying to get gas and swole. Not saying that
push-ups. We doing push-ups. We doing some.
Man, my upper body
pull-ups. We doing some burpees. What are we doing?
My upper body strength is trash. So whenever the push-ups go down, the real trash bag and me stirs up.
You ready to do some leg work? Is that really?
Man, I be doing everything. By the time I be done, I don't even know what that man had me doing. For real,
I got some really strong legs. I'm more of a leg strength, a lower body strength. Tremendous leg strength though.
Yeah,
I got incredible calf muscles. Calf muscles are off the chest. I got calf muscles that are the envy of a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm about to start.
That's just a genetic thing, though. I think that's just genetics. Calf muscles are just genetic. I think.
I bought an ab wheel to use them at the house, but I haven't actually had an off day because I've been every day this week. I'm not doing nothing tonight though.
So you just go take Friday night and do ab workout?
I ain't doing nothing.
Flab wheel.
No.
Flab wheel.
I ain't doing nothing tonight, but early tomorrow morning I'm getting it in. He's got like a boot camp in the morning. He invited y'all to.
Oh yeah. The one he invited us to. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I know.
That ain't.
I know. Jeremy Hunt over across the airways from me. I know he ain't coming. Jeremy Hunt over there. No, he ain't going, man.
Come on now. Now I can't. I would Saturday mornings are terrible for me.
Man, quit acting like that's the only reason why you ain't coming, bro. In this situation where you gotta actually go out into the world, you ain't down for that.
Well, I'm not. That's true, but I mean, in particular, Saturday mornings are bad because the having little kids. Saturday mornings is like one of the only times you can actually do certain family things, whatever that you need to get done because they're not in school and you're not. That's about it. So that becomes those are rough.
Yeah.
Those are rough. I used to be able to just wake up and just kind of kick it and sit now.
So if it was
it's all business.
If it was at 10 o'clock or 12, you would come?
No.
No, I know you wouldn't because you were Jeremy Grant over there, man. Quit acting like.
Ask me what other time. Ask me what other time I wouldn't come.
No time.
Let's go.
There's too many people.
That's right. But just rest assured, I'll be thinking about you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep it safe though, man. We're gonna keep it safe.
Okay, I believe in y'all. I'm not doing it, but I believe in y'all. I'm happy that you guys are gonna do it. Y'all can have that.
So trust and believe. If I walk in, there's too many people. I'm have to pray for them from a distance because I ain't doing them all.
You can be outside. You can be standing outside.
Yeah, hey. I'm gonna
zoom. In the parking lot.
Hit y'all on the Zoom call. Yeah, I'm out in the lot. I'm gonna cut the Zoom on. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. Of course, but you can get in touch with us on the text 67129, 67129 on the First Bank text line, First Bank phone line 360-8255, 901-360-8255. Hit us up on the social media at Peter Edmondson on Twitter, at Sane Asylum, SAIN. Asylum.
Yeah, SAIN. Asylum.
Yeah, don't mess with that.
Don't play around.
And Zach is at Rack City Zach, ZACK, even though his name is Zachary with an H. He prefers to throw a K in there for some reason. But that's a different discussion for a different day. If it was good enough for Zach Randolph to be ZACH, I don't know why it can't be good enough for you, but that's neither here nor there.
If it's good enough to be for the best Grizzly ever, undoubtedly the best Memphis Grizzly player of all time.
Well, okay. I mean, he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but undoubtedly it's kind of a stretch, but a wonderful player, one of my favorites. So that's Zach, that's me, that's you. At Sports 56 WHBQ is the station. There's lots of ways for you to get in touch with us. You can also join us via video. We are on Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, etc. All those places. Just start watching and then fire off in the chat if you want to. That comes to us as well. So we'd love to get your opinions and thoughts there. Definitely lots of ways for you to interact with us. So you can even send us a letter, 6080 Mount Moriah, extended, 38115. That obviously will take a couple days to get here, or maybe several weeks with the new Postal Service situation. But eventually it'll get to us, and we'll be able to get your hot take and read that out right there. So all that being said, now we welcome in the third man in the booth. Mm-hmm. Saying what is Zach not?
He's definitely not the mayor of Westwood. As a matter of fact, he has special allowance to be in Westwood for cutting his grandmama's yard only by decree of Mayor Michael Butler Jr., Mayor of Westwood Michael Butler Jr., excuse me. Also the king of Whitehaven, Contar Macklin, who's also a former 9-on-1 wrestling heavyweight champion, current commissioner of 9-on-1 wrestling. He also informed us that Zach is not the Prince of Whitehaven because he says he's not his dad, and he said that he has no royal blood in his body. I guess you can kind of call him the Killmonger of Whitehaven, except he doesn't want any smoke with Contar, who is the king.
No, right.
Which is the most major difference.
Illmonger, I believe it's
Chillmonger, Vegmonger.
So he is not any of those things at all.
No,
he is not the only ordained deacon on the airwaves.
We also know that Jason Smith, who has rank on Zach, being older and being probably a higher ranking deacon in the fold than Zach is currently been a deacon longer than Zach, and Zach definitely wasn't the longest or the only deacon on these airwaves. So he's none of those three things at all. But he is several things to several people, like we said.
We said, yes, of course.
Some of those outlets, he's the maven of clean shaven, which comes from the one time that his hair was clean shaven. I'm not really sure of the situation under his hat at the moment. It's looking kind of nasty. Just looking at
I think that actually goes into the no category now. I think he's no longer, much like he's no longer any of those other things. I think he's no longer the maven of clean shaven.
Let's retire and call him the maven of clean shaven. He's now he's the maven of looking slaving. Well, the way
he's the Barney Rubble of stubble.
He's I'm looking at the back of his neck. It's looking kind of treacherous. So I'm assuming the top of his head is as well. So he's like I said, he's no longer that. So there's 4 things that he can no longer claim. He's the Lord of the wrong chord, which comes from him having things plugged up the wrong way. He's the glutton of the wrong button, which also comes from
that seems self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. He's the master of on-air disaster, which once again. If you tune in, just give it about 20 minutes max, and you will see why we give Zach that name.
He's the Master P of catastrophe.
He's the Master P of catastrophe. Yeah, he's the on-air surgeon because he does put time and preparation to his work. So he is an on-air surgeon that might also be a virgin, and we'll just leave that alone. Yeah, also as well. Those are the things that I call him. Also, the Dean of McLean is one that I like to call him as well. I didn't make that one up. I do like to call him. That comes from him, his traffic reporting, and calling McLean. He's something about some feet, or I don't really know nothing about.
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't like feet. That's one thing. That's one thing we know. He don't like meat. He don't like feet. And his traffic reports can't be beat. That much we know. He's the chief without beef because Zach is a vegetarian. So he's the Hefe of Kofefe. That means everything gets crazy, and he's the probably the reason why. He is the Viceroy of Bok Choy. Again, that's sort of self-explanatory there. The Marquis de Broccoli. I mean, that's again. I think we all know that. He's the Duke of the Cucumber, among many other fruits and vegetables that he loves so deeply. I mean, that's him. That's what he is, and we're proud. Sure, I think that's right. To welcome him to the program.
Man. I'm just reading text.
What we got on the text? I didn't look at the text.
That guy said DJ Dizzy is just looking busy. Yeah, like in the moment right now, he's literally acting like he's doing something that he's not.
I do love that. That's his tremendous. He's like, I mean, he's just like let me. Yeah. Let me keep this baby on course. Like we're flying. Yeah, just so much going on.
Just so much going on. Breaking news. We make sure I can get this over to the guys. Have you ever got any kind of like, hey guys, this just happened? Has it ever happened? I don't think.
Oh yeah. Texter wants to know real fast. How was the cricket? How did the cricket do last night?
It actually was fine. I didn't hear that at all.
Cricket must have gotten where he needed.
Yeah, I didn't hear the crickets at all last night. So yeah.
Hit it and quit it. That's the cricket, man. That's the cricket way. Cricket's out there.
Yeah, man.
The king of cougar hunting. That is Zach.
Yeah. He said his crush was Tyra Banks. Now I'll never let that man live that down.
Swole like Lex Luger. Don't let him get near a cougar.
Oh man.
All right. He is the one and only. Zach. The ordained deacon of my voice be squeaking. Zach, once again, you got the wrong button because I can't hear you.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to say my name. That's why.
We already said your name.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Zach!
What's going on?
You said Zach Boyd. What's up, Zach?
Nothing much, man. Tyra Banks is not my crush, by the way.
Who's your crush?
I don't have one.
Hey, you know we record every one of these shows, right?
I don't have a. I said Tyra Banks is attractive.
Bro, we asked this man, who is this? Like, who is your celebrity crush? And that man said, I don't know, maybe like Tyra Banks.
No, I said
Tyra Banks is 61 years old.
No, because you asked me what celebrities out there that catches my eye. I said,
what did you say?
I said Tyra catches my eye, but she's not my crush.
Okay,
she's not like she's not someone I'm like thinking about 24/7. Like, oh my goodness, like Tyra Banks. Right, like what she's doing now at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, no.
Let's call him Sammy Semantics now. Let's add that to the list of things for Zach.
No.
All right, so listen. That then of course would beg the question. Who is your celebrity crush, though?
Yeah, who is your celebrity crush?
I don't have one. I admire a lot of female actors out there because they're really good at their jobs.
All right, what's your type, Zach? Describe the perfect woman. Get into much detail.
I don't think I have a type, honestly.
I think that's for sure.
So you ain't got no type? Only bad women is the thing that you like?
I mean, if it's like that. No, for real, I don't have a type. Just be kind, make money, be respectful.
Stay away from the in crowd.
I mean, if you want.
Get away from the drugs.
Preferably.
Get her close to God.
Get her close to God.
If you can.
I hear you, man. Because it's about to get cold outside, man. It's about to be booed up.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Man. Yeah. It's nice out there. It's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful day. Beautiful weekend on I think all that rain that we've had this week is finally out and we're good to go weather-wise. So, I'm saying maybe throw the umbrella in your car just in case if you're like sane and you you melt at a drop of liquid hitting you. Keep that umbrella. But I think I don't think you're gonna need it. I think you're good to go for the next few days. Anyway, just Zach, think about like what's your celebrity. Just think about who you might pick.
Yeah, think about it over the week. Give us an answer Monday, man.
No, I want to answer later on the show. I think he can think about it during the show. I don't think we need to wait that long. He's gonna forget about it over the weekend. Lord knows how many he's got between. He's got the church services and then any number of naps that he's gonna have to take. I mean, that he's probably gonna forget about it by then. So. I demand by the end of the show we need to find we need an answer.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Not committed to that. All right, it's a real shame.
Hey, somebody said Zach is the CEO of Cap-A-Lot Records. Just making up stuff, man. Ike Turner afternoon slumber.
All you got to do is just sign this dotted line. You come join the business, man.
Just the cap in the midday napping.
Just sign the dotted line, man.
I kind of like that one, Peter. Hold on, let me say that one again. The cap in the midday napping. The captain of midday napping. There it is.
Captain of midday nap. Yeah.
That'll work.
I think that's.
I can make it work. One way or another, we'll make it. But yeah.
Sweet P Diddy.
Sweet P Diddy.
No.
No Suge Knight.
No.
Low Suge Knight. Suge free night.
Suge free night. That's Suge free night. That's
oh man. Veggie
right,
Cone.
so
what's up?
That's all right. This is.
God.
All right, so we talked a little bit about the series are basically where you would. Well, I mean, I don't know about Heat Celtics necessarily, but I think everyone honestly expected Lakers Nuggets to be at this point now. With the Nuggets, give them a lot of respect for what they've done. Give them credit for how hard they've played and what they've been able to do. But just in comparing, when you have LeBron and you have AD and you have Rondo playing the way he did last night, that's a lot of talent. And Jamal Murray still doing some tremendous things. Jokic is still capable of changing games, but. By and large, this was just a Lakers team that had a better strategy, a better plan, and they were able to survive. So I think they're in good shape. Honestly, they should win. I just can't see the Nuggets as much as they've come back. You can't see them doing it again. You can't rule it out, but you can't see them coming back from this. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the Lakers will take a rest game the next game. Well, they'll try to win it as efficiently as possible. LeBron's, he's trying to save his body as much as he can. He takes halves off sometimes, seems like. So I do expect to see a possible, like I said, I think the Lakers might try to come out and coast a little bit this next game. Or they may want to try to go ahead and get over it. I mean, who knows what they'll do, but just kind of judging by what I've seen them do in the past. Or just kind of how these things work. When a team gets up 3-1, the team kind of takes that game 5 to see how they can beat them as efficiently as possible. Also, yesterday, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had a big game. He was only 3 of 9 from 3, but he hit some big threes in the big key moments of the game. Danny Green is still terrible. Not too much to say about that. When Danny Green started trying to get the cool haircuts, it's like something happened to him.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, for real.
It's like the equilibrium of his shot is off.
Yeah,
his head is offline a little bit.
Yeah, when he started getting the burst fades and the mohawks and all that, like it wouldn't really just
He doesn't. Danny, to me, there's a certain type of player, a certain type of person that needs to get that type of haircut, and he's not it. I think Danny Green just did a nice, solid, little haircut with the hairline. You can just set your watch to. Don't try any, let's not start getting elaborate with some of the,
Yeah, he
making some designs, making some forget.
It's kind of like when Austin Day came to the Spurs. Austin Day was a haircut god, like for real. And when he came to the Spurs, it's like other guys on the team, they started, trying to step their game up when Austin Daye came around. And Tim Duncan started, who never got a haircut, never got a hairline.
No.
He started getting chopped up. That's when Danny Green kind of started his metamorphosis of his hair or whatever. But yeah.
Man, never, look, his hair may look – never try to be like Austin Daye. So that's for any professional basketball player, that should be number one.
He was a haircut god now. You check the man's stats.
I got you, but I'm just saying – based on his performance on the floor, let's not try to.
Was Austin Daye possibly ahead of his time? Could Austin Daye be better in today's day?
Good Austin Daye, a good version of that, sure, but he wasn't very good. I mean, Austin Daye wasn't. I mean, you're talking about a low basketball IQ player.
Yeah,
no.
He was. Could he have been Michael Porter Jr. before Michael Porter Jr.?
No.
I was rooting for him, man.
Yeah, Austin Daye, yeah.
Light skin,
dude.
Shoot the ball.
Haircut guy. Yeah, I was pulling for him, man. Like, now he's.
What's not to like?
Now we got Michael Porter Jr. to be the Austin Daye that we never got.
Austin Daye was
on
probably
another team.
Anti-vax as well. He probably wouldn't get vaccinated.
Yeah, he kind of has the anti-vax. I don't believe in
feel like
COVID-19.
Weird about that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably right. Listen, you're not gonna hear me defend Austin Daye under any circumstances. But anyway, that being said, I thought the Lakers last night. I mean, the big thing also is that it's annoying, honestly. Like we talk about the officiating. Like I don't think that was the major difference, but I do notice that all the griping and moaning that the Lakers did about the officiating, and the Lakers having the audacity to said LeBron James wasn't getting calls. Well, all of a sudden now LeBron starts getting every low call and goes to the foul line 14 times. AD goes to the foul line 14 times. Like, I mean, okay. Like,
Allow me to be a LeBron James apologist. Allow me to be a LeBron James apologist. Because I looked on social media, here, TV, everybody saying LeBron was crying about foul calls and all those type of things.
Right.
I'm going to say this about LeBron James. Now, I know people say, if you're not to be a LeBron James fan, you definitely do come in his defense often. But I'll say this as far as LeBron goes. I think that LeBron James suffers from some of the same misfortune that Shaquille O'Neal suffered from in the peak of his career, where fouls against LeBron don't look like fouls. And that's because of the size and pure strength and athleticism of LeBron. So, to LeBron's defense, if I know the guys are fouling me, but just because when they're coming in and they're hitting me or they're doing whatever, it doesn't affect me at all, like it's not throwing me off or whatever, it's not.
Right.
I understand it because back when Shaq, when Shaq was in the league, man, a guy could jump on Shaq's back and he still would just take you and dunk on you. You know what I mean? And and there were people would literally beat up on Shaq and they didn't call anything. So to LeBron's defense, I get that part of it. So yes, the numbers were staggering, the difference between how they've been in the series and how they were yesterday. But I don't particularly want to call that whining because LeBron's one of those dudes who. He'll take the lick and he'll keep going. So, but it's still a foul, regardless if he's strong enough to take it or not, or he's big enough to take it or not. So, in his defense, I will say that might have been a little justified.
Yeah, I think I see what you're saying, but I think this again is if you want to complain about the consistency of the officiating, I think that's fair. But they got to find a way to call to let everybody know how is LeBron going to be called. Because that affects the way that you defend him. A lot of teams got used to defending him a certain way. If you're going to call,
But why should we allow your fouls to be defense? Like why are we making them in?
It's fine. I mean, go back to the Shaq and the '90s and all that stuff. A lot of stuff was fouls. They just didn't call. Same thing with the Warriors were big on holding dudes when they would cut through the lane. The Spurs did that too. Guys would just get held and they'd kind of grab a little bit of jersey on a cut rather than let a guy cut clean, and they wouldn't call the foul and that stuff. And so you just kind of get used to that sort of thing. Once they start calling those fouls, obviously it changes. So if they could find some way to consistently officiate, then I think people would defend LeBron differently, and then you would have a little more room. You have a little less of that physicality, but. If you as a officiating group in general have allowed that sort of thing to go on, teams are going to start doing it. I mean, the Grizzlies got away with it for years. I mean, we're just so physical with teams because they assume rightly that the referees weren't going to call everything.
Yeah, they can't.
So you can get away with a whole bunch of stuff. That's
like Zebo said about
kind of game in the system.
Like Zebo said about Kendrick Perkins, his whole defense is foul. Remember that? Great Zebo quote, too.
He's right.
His whole defense is valid, yeah.
His whole defense is valid.
Great quote. Shout out to Jeremy Grant, who is 0 for everything as far as drawing charges on LeBron James in this series.
Yeah. Just don't even try that.
Just stop it.
Don't even try that. Just stop it. It ain't gonna happen. We got more to get to about this game. We got more to get to about the series. On the other side too. By the end of the weekend, we may have an NBA Finals set. We will see. All that when we return. Sports 56 mornings in the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 96.1 87.7.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 middays, delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 to 1 on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai. I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar? Your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
Cleanings, checkups, and cavities? Have Dr. Chang's dental practice at capacity.
Patient in room 1 is getting a root canal. The x-rays in room 2 are going to have to wait. We're down to 1 hygienist.
It's time to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm a big fan of Town Village, and there is always something to do year-round. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $24.50. The Gourmet Chef welcomes you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, monthly coffee club, theme dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel or Bo at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Get ready to fall in love with driving again in your new Kia from Gossett Kia on the Pike. Get everything you want with the 2020 Forte, just $131 a month. Or hit the road in 2020 Soul, $148 a month. month. And transform your driving experience this fall in the all-new 2021 K5, now $189 a month. All 36-month leases in just $31.49 due at signing. And you'll get peace of mind you can trust with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. It's time to get your Kia on at Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, $31.49 due at signing. 0 security deposit. Excludes acquisition fee. 10,000 miles per year. 20 cents excess mileage. $650 acquisition fee. Forte LE 2249.63. Sold L7120906 K5MG 003-199. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 598.75. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Not all customers will qualify.
Hi, this is Rob Brown. Join Pete Cordelli and me for Sidelines Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. on Sports 56, 87.7, and 96.1 FM. We'll cover the Memphis Tigers, the SEC, recruiting. Hey, if they keep score, we're covering it. Check us out on the website at sports56whbq.com and sidelines.live. Sidelines is brought to you by Duncan Williams Asset Management. Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. Get up and give us a call.
Sports 56 traffic.
We have 2 crashes on the roadway this morning. Got a crash on Outland Road at Rains Road. That's Outland and Rains. And also we have a crash on Trigg Avenue at Jack Carley Causeway. That's Trigg at Jack Carley Causeway. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Welcome back as we continue. Peter and Sane with you. Going to be a nice day weather-wise. Don't expect any more rain. Just expect beautiful day. Beautiful weekend. Go out and enjoy yourself. I would suggest maybe head over to Central Barbecue. And, I don't know. For me, it's going to be wings. That's just me. I suggest you do it. We had a texter the other day who said, that particular person had never gone to Central Barbecue before. And upon my recommendation said, okay, let me go check these wings out. And absolutely loved them. I got a text from a couple friends of mine. We were doing a little impromptu wing ranking. And several, I would say, in our group text, went with Central above all. I mean, the different guys have different, types of flavors and that sort of thing that they like. But they can all agree that the size, the smokiness, the overall depth of the flavor that you get at Central Barbecue with the wings is unmatched. I don't even compare them to a lot of other wings because they're different. That's that smoked wing flavor. It's different than your more traditional wings that are fried and all that. It's a different kind of thing. It's so good. If you haven't had it, man, check it out this weekend. When you're watching a little football, nothing goes better with football than some wings. Nothing goes better. And get yourself, you don't need. You could get 3, and you're good, like the regular size, or you can get the jumbo. Get 6. That's good. I mean, you'll be set for a while. It is so good. Bring them to parties. You'll have plenty of people thanking me for giving you that recommendation. Check them out. Central Barbecue. EatCBQ.com is where you'll go to check it out on the website. You can get everything for pickup, curbside. Even they'll certainly do delivery, and they can deliver anywhere. They can ship it anywhere in the country too. So if you want to ship a slab of ribs to a client or something like that, it's a great thing to do. Check it out, Central Barbecue, EatCBQ.com, or any of their 4 locations on Central on Summer, downtown East Memphis. It is Central Barbecue. So. Mike Malone says he's going to talk to the NBA about fouls, just like the Lakers did. I'm guessing his talk will have a little less importance to the league office than LeBron and the Lakers talk did. In reality, though, do you think, honestly, after you said the Lakers are going to give back one game, just kind of mess around?
Yeah, I expect them to give back
a rest game.
Yeah.
But then after that, you think it's going to be Lakers in 6?
Yeah, it'll probably be Lakers in 6. It just seems like the Lakers can cut on a switch and just kind of put Denver away. but not just as much that as if their role players step up and they're knocking down shots, they're hard to beat. When LeBron can find the Caldwell Popes of the world, the Danny Greens, what's your boy's name? The Alex Caruso's of the world, the Kyle Kuzmas who was getting baked, honey baked.
Yeah, Kuzma got
killed by Michael Porter Jr., Maga Porter Jr.
Well, I don't know why did he keep going for that pump fake? He just ran right by him every time.
Kyle Kuzma, like I say all the time, is one of the most overrated players in the NBA.
He's actually a pretty good defender on ball, but I don't know about his closeouts are terrible. Like he's closing out, and then Porter just like made a little shoulder pump, and Kuzma goes running into the stands. I'm not sure why he was doing that. The only concern for the Lakers is Anthony Davis going to be okay? His ankle. He rolled his ankle late in that game. It didn't look like terrible, but it didn't look great. And if he's not 100%, then obviously that's going to
he finished the game. So,
he's been really good. Yeah, but I mean, he finished the game, but I still think those ankles, especially, we've seen it with some of the Grizzlies and if you ever talk to guys about rolled ankles, what they tell you is like it's the next day and the day after where it becomes a problem because it swells up. Once you're on the court and you got some adrenaline and the swelling hasn't really hit just yet, then you're okay. But once you go to sleep and you wake up and that adrenaline's worn off and the swelling starts, then you kind of get a feel for how bad it really is. And sometimes it can be a lot worse the next day or two. So keep an eye on that. I think he'll probably be okay. But obviously, if he's hobbled, that's going to give the Nuggets an opportunity. I think we also saw last night something that I've really picked up on, and I just continue to say, man, Rajon Rondo is a fascinating player, and there's so much about his game that I don't necessarily love, but playoff Rondo is a real phenomenon.
Yeah,
and you could say what you want about his attitude or whatever, man. The dude, like he'll take one or two dumb shots.
Yep.
Just because that's just kind of the price that you have to pay for having him out there. But, man, his defense, his decision-making, his passing, his ball movement is really, really good. And when he's playing at that level, it totally changes what the Lakers can do.
And it's so strange because he's a guy that back in 14-15 when he traded to Dallas? He was traded to Dallas, right, from Boston?
Yeah.
Remember, he was horrible there. Like, it was just like just a straight-up horrible situation, experiment.
Yeah.
He then went to Sacramento and Chicago. He did pretty well for New Orleans that year they went to the playoffs. But there were people who thought that Rondo's career was pretty much over in 14-15. They're like, oh, yeah, he's done. Like, his style just doesn't fit the NBA anymore. Point guards have to be able to shoot. He's got to be able to score the ball more. He never was a scorer and not really that good of a defender. And here he is now, like being rejuvenated. The same thing with Miami with Dragic. Same thing, same type of situation with these guys who you think they're at the end of their career. You always hear people talking about guys saving some in the tank or whatever for those when they need it the most. And those guys are taking advantage of those opportunities. Dragic, who has an opportunity to get a championship in Miami, he's stepping this game up and going to the next level, regaining that starting spot with the Heat. Something else that someone else on the Lakers team that we haven't talked about as far as the game yesterday is concerned is Dwight Howard finished the game with 12 points and 11 rebounds yesterday. I'm super pulling for Dwight Howard. I ain't gonna lie. Dwight Howard is one of the goofiest dudes in the league. He's a walking meme. He's a walking joke often on the court. But I'm really hoping he can get a ring this year. I would be pumped to see him do that. People forget, man.
Really?
We talked about, people talk about this. Dwight Howard is one of the.
You want to see him? Really?
Yeah, I want to see Dwight Howard get a ring. Yeah, Dwight Howard was one of the best players in the NBA 10 years ago.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago, man.
But that's why I want to see the man get one, man. That man was one of the best players in the league, and I want to see him with a championship. I want to see him starting for the Lakers and get a championship. I do.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of Dwight Howard, something that was super hilarious, bro. Last offseason when the Grizzlies were making trade after trade, just making a lot of trades, rebuilding the roster, making trades just to free up
Dwight Howard, former Grizzly Dwight Howard.
Yeah, we're making trades just to free up, a couple $1 million here or there. Get a second round
wheeling
pick.
and dealing, baby.
Yeah, the Grizzlies just made a lot of moves this summer. It was a odd probably like month during last summer, which seems like 2 years ago now. But there was about a month where the Grizzlies just had a lot of guys on their roster, a lot of names. You had Dwight Howard, you had Kyle Korver, you had C.J. Miles was still on the roster. Just trying to think who else we had that was.
Jay Crowder was still in the roster.
Yeah, we had Jay Crowder, all those guys.
Right.
Yeah, Jay Crowder, yeah. And all these guys, like guys that had names, like, all these, vets or whatever. And there were fans who, it was a clear divide because if you got on Twitter, like people on Twitter pretty much knew what was going on.
What the deal was, right?
Yeah. But on Facebook, they thought we were putting together a dream team. They thought we were putting together a team that was ready to compete. Oh man,
I had a feeling.
Man, we're gonna have
Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
bring back Joakim Noah. Bring back Joakim Noah.
Yeah, we're gonna have JV at center. Dwight Howard power forward. See, Jaren really a 3. But see, he ain't ready. You can just let him sit on the bench and learn from the vets. Now, I want to say we hadn't drafted Ja yet. No, drafted before his free agency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had Ja. It was like we had Ja.
Ja would have been on the team. Yeah, Ja would have been on the team.
Mike was already gone. It's like, we got Ja. Then, we're going to have Kyle Korver. That's that shooter. We've been needing that shooter, man. Like, oh, man. Like, they don't know. It's like they don't know. Like, how do I help them?
That's fantastic.
And then you had dudes to this day, bro, who mad, like, to this day who's saying, man, we should, man, we had Dwight Howard, man. We should have kept that, man, bro. Dwight Howard, bro. You gave that man away for nothing. Like, bro, like, do y'all know how the NBA works, bro? Like, Dwight Howard was not going to play for us, bro.
Would never.
Like, if you thought Andre Iguodala was being an ass, Dwight Howard would have been a donkey, bro.
To this day.
Like,
to this day.
Dwight Howard would have acted a fool if he played for us, bro. Like, for real, like, he...
it would have been. It would have been. Oh.
Nah, I ain't going to lie, bro.
Terrible.
I really... even back then, I said we should have kept Kyle Korver. Because if anything, he could have just been the guy you can throw out there to just be... Because he played. He played for the Bucks.
The Grizzlies weren't trying to make the playoffs this year. I mean, it was just.
I just want to see
one of those things.
Whether we are good or bad or what. I understand they weren't trying to make the playoffs in the beginning of the season, but hold on, bro. If you're trying to run a Taylor Jenkins system, you need some guys that can show Ja what it feels like to hit a shooter and the guy actually makes the shot. Ja needs that experience in his life and not kicking it out to Dylan or Jay Crowder or the guys he was kicking out to, Kyle Anderson or DeAnthony Melton or whoever. Like
I don't know. What you're talking about.
We need to seriously get. No, but seriously, bro, we need to get We need to get a guy who.
Yes, the Grizzlies will they need to do that, but Ja, Ja didn't stop passing. That's the good news about Ja. He didn't stop passing, even though these dudes missed all the shots. He didn't stop passing.
And I don't know.
Dexter says never been a player less deserving of a ring than fake Superman. Come on.
Oh man, you crazy, bro? The dude's one of the best players in the NBA, bro. Like, here's the thing.
No one wants to watch. No one wants to see it. He's acting an idiot now.
You can't get caught up in personalities, bro. You can't get caught up in who you like, or what guy, all that type of stuff. That stuff is cool.
I can.
I have my personal heroes.
When I'm watching the games, I can. If I'm building the teams,
I've got my personal heroes and villains in the NBA. I understand all that. That's what makes the NBA fun. I have guys that I love to hate. I love to root against. But at the end of the day, bro, Dwight Howard was one of the best players in the NBA for a very long time. And if LeBron James was the best player in the East, he was number 2 for a very long stretch. And I would be happy to see him. I want to see Carmelo Anthony get a ring. That's a lot of guys that before they're gone, I want to see Carmelo go to the Lakers next year and them to be awesome. I want Tyreek Evans to get off of whatever drug he's on and catch on with a good team and win a championship. Like I like to see guys who played a long career where they played at the top of the league, where they weren't able to get over the hump. I want to see them get their ring. So shout out to the Dwight Howard. I'm happy for the dude. Happy he got his stuff.
We'll come back. Totally disagree. We'll come back and continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
R&R on Sports, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Sports 56, 87.7, and 96.1.
Don't miss us. The day has come for huge savings at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat with Jeep Adventure Days and Ram Power Days going strong on Covington Pike. Get 0% APR plus no payments for 90 days. New 2020 Jeep Cherokee Latitude IIHS top safety pick, $21,740 or $275 a month. 2020 Dodge Challenger, a muscle car with best in class cargo volume, $24,690 or $318 a month. 2020 Dodge Charger, America's fastest four-door muscle car, $24,990 or $329 a month. And 2020 Ram 1500 Tradesman Quad Cab, $366 a month. Drive past the rest. Come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, 1901 Covington Pike. Online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 3.99 APR, 3,500 down. Must finance through Chrysler, Cherokee, LD 561583, Challenger LH214740, Charger LH116732, 1500 LS113171. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
If you're a business owner, you don't need us to tell you that running a business is tough, but you might be making it harder on yourself than necessary. Don't let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. It's time to upgrade to NetSuite. Stop paying for multiple systems that don't give you the information you need when you need it. Ditch the spreadsheets and the old software you've outgrown. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Everything you need all in one place, instantaneously. Whether you're doing $1 million or hundreds of millions in revenue, save time and money with NetSuite. Join the over 21,000 companies using NetSuite right now. Let NetSuite show you how they'll benefit your business with a free product tour at netsuite.com/am. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/am. netsuite.com/am.
Farmers Insurance knows that there's a not-so-subtle difference between the sound of a car hitting your rear bumper and the sound of a clown car hitting your rear bumper.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry about that.
We call that a three-ring fender bender, and we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent.
They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
You're scrambling around. You need a haircut. Where you gonna go? I got a place that has 15 locations. I've got a place where details matter. I've got a place that can be invigorating and relaxing at the same time. You know what it is. It's Supercuts. Every haircut ends with the signature hot towel finish. Every haircut matters. When you're getting ready, you go into Supercuts. The stylist will pay attention to every detail, so you get the haircut you want. And, of course, you're going to finish with that signature hot towel. You walk out clean, sharp, and not just ready, but super ready. And you might want to ask that hairstylist about what the tea tree experience is. One part invigorating, one part relaxing. The tea tree experience is something you need to try. 15 locations. I mentioned that, didn't I? All you've got to do is go to supercuts.com. You'll find the one nearest to you. Get super ready at Supercuts.
Commitment, dedication, perseverance. At FedEx, our people are our strength. Even during these unprecedented times, we are delivering medical supplies, test kits, and the things you need every day. Helping the world move forward together. Strength, what we deliver by delivering. FedEx.
It's time to catch the falling prices at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah during our Fallback Kia sales event. You'll find best mass market brand and initial quality 5 years running for Kia with J.D. Powers, and we Gossett all at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah. Get 2020 Forte $131 a month, 36-month lease. How about a 2020 Soul $148 a month, 36-month lease? And check out the all-new 2021 Kia K5, now just $189 a month, 36-month lease. And they're all just $3149 due at signing. And in these uncertain times, Gossett says rest assured with Kia's 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, $3149 due at signing, 0 security deposit, excludes acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, $650 acquisition fee, Forte LE 2249.63, Soul L7120906. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 598.75. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Not all customers will qualify.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Zane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Hand me down a walking cane. Hand me down my hat. Hurry now and don't be late, 'cause we ain't got time to chat. You and me, we're going out
Funk Friday. Is it Funk Friday or Funky Friday?
Can it be both?
Funky Funk Friday.
Funky Funk Friday. Snoop Funky Funk.
Hey, bro, I know.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I checked the text and I see that the Dwight Howard slander continues, and it also has turned into LeBron James slander. You can't debate greatness, man. He says never been a player less deserving of a ring than fake Superman. You read that one before the break. He just hurt his back getting out of bed this morning. I respect your opinion, but he literally had two moves: catch it and dunk it, catch it 3 feet out, and lay it off the glass. I think that's basketball 101. Why do people get mad at people for making basketball where basketball is easy for them? Like one dude was like, all Giannis Antetokounmpo does is go to the rim and dunk. Like this is just easy. Like why don't everybody do that then? Like it's just since it takes no skill to do that, why doesn't everybody just go to the goal and just dunk on
That's the same thing James Harden said about Giannis, and that was ridiculous.
Stupid, man. It's just like what does that even mean?
Here's let me but hopefully I can take this and elaborate a little bit on what irritates me about Dwight Howard. Is that this man has not expanded his game. Now, early on is fine. Like, when he was super duper athletic and healthy, then, he was absolutely like Shaq. You just give the ball to him and just watch what happens. And he's going to just do some crazy stuff and kapow and dunk it all over people. Okay, cool. As he got older and he got hurt, and his back started, he didn't diversify his game. All he wanted to do was the same stuff, and he couldn't do it anymore. He didn't have the skill level. He didn't have the physical ability to do it anymore. But he never worked to get better. He never worked on his shot. He never worked to add anything else to the game. And so now he's a shell of what he was. He dropped off so fast because of that very reason. You couldn't – in Atlanta and Charlotte are begging to get this dude off the team. He's so good. They're like, please, somebody take him. Just get him off this team. He's awful for our locker room. He's demanding post play. He's like, wait, you got to play through the post. I got to have my back to the basket move. What back to the basket moves do you have? Where's the skill? What have you been working on?
Regardless of what you were saying, Dwight Howard is one of the best big men that you've seen in your lifetime. Like this,
he was for like a 3 or 4 year stretch.
So why you say I sound
phenomenal
crazy for saying that he does?
Because
get a ring, man. It's crazy.
Because it's been so long, and he didn't get better. He didn't work.
Bro, he was an all-star.
LeBron James. What happened when LeBron James went to his first finals, and the Mavericks played off of him, and he missed a bunch of outside shots, and they exploited that weakness. I got to change my game. The man went out there and he got better, and he improved his outside shot. He improved, and now you can't stop him. Now the guy made himself unstoppable. He worked. He earned it. Dwight Howard didn't work. He took money. He started stealing money from franchises, doing the same nonsense moves and poisoning the locker room. Ridiculous.
Celebrate that man as he wins his championship, bro. Then the same guy from the other day says LeBron will have bogus ring number 4. The hand-picked super team will win out.
That's all ridiculous.
Yeah, all ridiculous. He and Rich Paul have ruined the league. It's the reason why that doesn't work in the NFL. We're the 95 49ers not a super team. When Deion Sanders joined. Like where there's several super teams in the NFL.
Nah, they're all it's self-evidently ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. Yeah. Again, if your team doesn't draft well, that what are you as a player just supposed to accept that? I mean, it doesn't. The Bulls, Michael Jordan happened to be on a team that drafted Scottie Pippen, which was great. And then they went out and got Horace Grant. They went out and got Dennis Rodman. They made Ron Harper, guys like that to help fill out the roster. But they drafted well. I mean, if you draft well, great. If you're the Warriors and you draft Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, great. That's awesome. But they still went out and tried to go get Kevin Durant. And if your team doesn't draft well, what are you just supposed to stick there and just accept?
Shout out to Dwight Howard. Texas says he couldn't start over Roy Hibbert. What is he talking about?
He couldn't.
When did they play on the same team?
Wasn't it in Charlotte?
It's a very similar. Yeah, it was a very similar thing to Roy Hibbert, though.
I'm talking about Dwight Howard being the best center in the NBA for an 8-year stretch in the NBA.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about him.
It wasn't 8 years. It was like a 4-year stretch.
Bro, you lost your mind. You're one of those guys who thought Mark was probably better than him. Get out of here, man. Mark was man. Shut up, man. You just sound ridiculous. Mark was the best player on his team, but he's the best center in the NBA.
Much better.
Shut up.
Much better. Dwight Howard.
Sound ridiculous.
Terrible.
Man, Dwight Howard was a freaking monster.
Yeah.
Man, average 20 and 10. What season did Marcus
I
Hall
think you mean he's a monster freak based on his.
What season did Marcus Hall average 20 points? Period. Find me that.
Who cares about points?
Man, be quiet, bro. Just be quiet, bro.
Stop with the points. That wasn't Mark's role. Mark wasn't supposed to be a primary scorer. He
wasn't even the best player on his team, but Mark. Just be quiet.
A guy scores 20 points. I love him. He's great. Anybody that scores 20 points is better than somebody who scores 19 points.
Fidget for the city gave you 20 points.
Ridiculous.
When you need a bucket, Fidget for the city.
20 points.
How many games you seen Mark put a team on his back and drag the Grizzlies to a win and not cry about it after the game?
15.
I hated I had to take over.
15.
I had
20.
I had to step up
20.
and be the best player.
25.
Why are they making me take over?
All of them.
Zach, help me out, man. You know that mess funny, man. Why are they making me be the best player?
No.
Trash ass Marcus Hall.
How many game sevens was Marcus Hall suspended for because he punched a guy?
Why do I have to be the best player? Why can't I just pass it to Tony Allen? Why can't I be why do I have to take over? Cry baby. Give me 50 for the city, baby. Put the team on his back. Put the city on his back. Ain't no grit and grind without Tony and Zebo, man. You better remember that, man.
No one's talking about grit. No one's talking about grit and grind. No one's saying stop. You're the only one. You're the only one trying to divide them.
Man, I'm sick of you.
You're the only one trying to divide. You're the only one trying to divide them.
Every day
I wasn't even talking about Zach Randolph. I was talking about Dwight Howard.
Every time we talk about boxing, you gotta holler out somebody Rocky Marciano. Every time, bro.
Every time. It's ridiculous. So I'm talking about Marcus Hall and Dwight Howard. I'm not talking about Zach Randolph.
But Dwight Howard.
You got to bring up Zach Randolph every time. Stop.
Dwight Howard had an 8-year run of being the best center in the NBA, bro. And y'all acting like this man don't deserve nothing just because he's an idiot. He's an idiot. And I'm surprised the bubble's even still here because of Dwight Howard.
That's ridiculous.
I'm surprised the bubble still exists because of Dwight Howard.
Agreed.
Man, show that man some respect, man.
No.
Just like
back after this, we're going to talk a little college football. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Hey everybody, this fall is going to be the best and I am loving these new All-Star Chevys. You will not find more Silverados anywhere and for a lot less. If it's a new Chevy you want, Olive Branch is where you want to be. Come drive one of these new Tahoes. I just did it and I'm telling you, I want to go on a road trip right now. Drive a new Traverse or a new Camaro. Wait, here is the new Chevy car to drive. One of these Impalas that has all the awards. All-Star wins on the low prices. We're talking 20-something. You could even get thousands in cash back. And don't forget to check out the certified pre-owned Chevy deals. The lot is full. Tahoes, Malibus, Impalas, Suburbans. Just don't forget, it's not the Pike, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah or Collierville. It's gotta be Olive Branch, people. And everyone at All-Star has one job, just one job, to make sure you get the best deal and have more fun and in record time. So find new roads to Kraft Goodman Road in Olive Branch or go to allstarautogroup.com.
First Bank is here to help you, whether you're a business looking for a loan to expand or refinance an existing one, a homeowner looking for a mortgage or home equity line, a consumer wanting to finance your dream car, or wanting a competitive rate on your CD deposits. Let First Bank try to handle your banking needs. Stop into one of First Bank's 3 local branches today, 6482 Poplar Avenue, just east of International Paper, 8398 Highway 64 across from Wolf Chase, and 6280 Highway 64 in Oakland. Or check them out online at firstbankonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for a dependable car at a fair price and guaranteed financing approval? Then you need to make your way to Collierville Auto Center, where one price shopping is the name of the game. Family owned and operated, Collierville Auto Center has been in the business for over 20 years and is proud to serve the people of this area. Collierville Auto Center is stocked with over 50 units, including cars, trucks, SUVs, and Highlines. Looking for a particular type of vehicle? Collierville Auto Center offers a locator service with 72-hour turnaround service. With over 30 years in the automotive industry, Scott Martin would be happy to show you how their affordable pricing and guaranteed financing can work for you. Come see Scott and his professional staff of Terry, Branson, Q for your car needs. Conveniently located at 651 West Poplar Avenue, Collierville Auto Center is situated where Highway 72 meets Poplar and Collierville. Please look them up on the web at colliervilleautocenter.com. Call at 901-853-0240 or simply come and see them for an outstanding car buying experience. At Collierville Auto Center, they're here for you.
Family Leisure's done it again. We're talking about the world's biggest spa sale. Up to 30% off on spas and swim spas. Choose from hundreds of different spas from multiple manufacturers. There is special financing available, and if you are in the market, special pricing now as summer starts to dwindle on chemicals and accessories. Always professional delivery available. The spas are going crazy at Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road.
Did you know nearly 40% of men under 40 and over 75% of men over the age of 40 experience sexual performance concerns? At the Memphis Men's Clinic, their experienced physician performs a comprehensive evaluation that determines which specific issues may interfere with your sexual performance. These issues can vary and range from anxiety to medical issues, low testosterone, or erectile dysfunction. The Memphis Men's Clinic has evaluated hundreds of men of all ages over the years and reestablished a normal sexual life. The Memphis Men's Clinic will work aggressively to resolve issues and allow you to restore your sexual health and overall well-being. That's the Memphis way. If you're 20 years old or 90 years old, come and get cared for the Memphis way. Treatment that's based on your specific needs after a professional clinical evaluation by their experienced board-certified physician. Call the Memphis Men's Clinic today at 901-443-0475 or visit memphismensclinic.com.
All 75 months at 2.99 APR. G4 LHFO 7472, Outlander LU 029957, Eclipse LZO 15617. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 59875 excludes tax title and license. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only. See dealer for complete details.
Gossett's Mitsubishi Madness is in full swing at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike, and you'll find deals to get this party started. 2020 Mitsubishi Mirage G4 gets 41 MPG Highway. We Gossett at $139 a month or buy for $12,435. 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport built to handle any adventure at $229 a month or buy for $18,573. And take the 2020 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross for a spin at $19,107 or $229 a month. Get confidence today, tomorrow, and long into the future with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Mirage G4, $139 a month. Outlander Sport, $229 a month. And Eclipse Cross, $229 a month. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi today, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
Still have a crash on Outland Road at Rains Road. That's Outland and Rains. Have a crash on Trigg Avenue at Jack Carley Causeway. It's Trigg and Jack Carley Causeway. And then we have a new one on Valentine Road at east of Watkins Street. That's Valentine Road east of Watkins Street. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
We wanna take you on a cruise.
On a cruise. Hour number 2 is here in the Family Leisure Studios. Pete Sane with you. Zach doing his thing on Funky Friday. You know, hour number 2 on Fridays begins with our friend Adam Kramer. Adam Kramer at Kegs and Eggs. We got actual by God football, college football, SEC football. We got a schedule that's not terrible. We got teams coming back. I don't know what this patchwork thing is, Adam, but it's starting to resemble an actual college football season, albeit one that's going to be a little bit strange.
What are you saying about last week? We're going to cut right to the chase. I feel like you're not going to jump on that bandwagon of those preseason
Yeah,
games.
it was. You remember watching Saturday morning wrestling? It was like the Ultimate Warrior versus like Jim McGee. And it would you'd have an hour of those matches. So that's what that was last week. Just just a prelude of that stuff.
Miami Louisville felt realish, even if Louisville couldn't cover anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, the defense did not feel real. That was kind of fun. I'm with you. This does feel real. I think SEC being back is a huge part of that. I mean, it's not an SEC homer opinion, but it's nice. And I'll be honest, too. You hear Big Ten, and then you get Pac-12, and Southwest. Like, the band's getting back there. And it does feel good. Maybe we're numb to it. I think that's a big part of it. But each one of these announcements, like, there's something like it's like a nice blanket wrapped around, right? Like it is somewhat comforting. It is a little bit scary. The postponements are going to continue, and quite frankly, the daily testing, as we're saying, is a requirement. I mean, that's to me, if it's as advertised, I think that's going to allow us to have a season that's going to resemble the kind of Saturday we're going to have tomorrow, which should be really exciting.
Well, it is. I'm excited about that, and it's going to be interesting to see the patchwork thing. But as we predicted, whatever the Big Ten does, the Pac-12 tends to do later and kind of more muddled. But they're apparently coming back. The MAC is apparently coming back. Mountain West potentially coming back. I mean, are we going to get everybody back?
I think we are. At this point, all the major players. I think we will. I'm very interested to see, in around Thanksgiving, things start wrapping up, right? If you think about that week, you've got games on that Friday historically. You've got maybe one more week, but normally the week after is like SEC. A championship. What'll be very interesting is you're going to get into the deep into November, and in theory, that's when things will really start to feel normal. Right, the Pac-12 will have a couple of games under its belt. I just think mid to late October into early November is going to be pretty wild, and playoff ramifications. I mean, these are conversations we can start having. Like, this feels real, and who knows? Like, you see things like that happen with Notre Dame, with contact tracing. You see things like the position group being wiped out, and we think about Alice now, right? I mean, it is odd, but I still think we're going to have situations where games are postponed, but even that's starting to feel normal. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but that is sort of the new reality. We're all just kind of rolling with it.
Well, I mean, listen, here we go. So now that we're going to roll with it, let's roll with it and let's just do it. Let's put our head down and let's go right at it because we have. That sweet, beautiful SEC football to discuss. Adam Kramer, who do you, the game that is the most competitive on paper is Tennessee South Carolina. It is an intriguing year for Tennessee because they are pretty highly ranked, more on faith and thought and hope rather than anything substantial as of yet. Jeremy Pruitt yesterday got a 2-year contract extension and a raise, which, I mean, I don't know why we're giving this man a raise in the middle of a pandemic, but anyway, he gets a raise. God bless him for what's happened. Tennessee defensively should be good. Eric Gray, the Memphian, is on a lot of lists of guys to watch. Jarrett Garantano is an interesting guy. Do you think Tennessee is going to be for real as kind of a dark horse sleeper type team this year?
They are a great mystery, right? The ranking, I think, seems a little high, and I think that's validated by this point spread, frankly. I think that point spread speaks to largely the unknown. Now, this team was playing really good at the end of last year. I think what's going to be fascinating to see, and we've seen this over the course of 3 to 4, preseason this week, rust and things like that as these teams have tried to get back on the field, right? So I think they've got an immense amount of talent. I think their best talent is probably still young. I think it's going to take time. The Pruitt thing, by the way, pandemic raised the tide. That's the going rate of Philly season, right? I know that, the internet hates everything, and when you hear that news, it's like, no, they're trying to protect him because if an Alabama were to open up, Alabama can basically do what they want, but there are not many coaches right now that are rolling in the way that it is. Now, how that translates to tangible results, we saw it the back half last year after that disaster start. I like this team. I do. I like this team quite a bit, but I talked about Miami kind of have a same lens after seeing Miami look really good as I will on Tennessee. I think it's there. I think expectations of backish, like what does back mean for Tennessee? I don't think we're going to be seeing a historically great Tennessee team. I think this team has a chance to be really good, and it can be into a lot of other really good, probably more talented programs right now in the SEC.
So are you taking Tennessee minus 3.5?
Yeah, sorry, get to the gambling. Yes, I like Tennessee minus 3.5. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What about the total? The total's has dropped big time, 43.5. We're expecting a very low scoring, a bit of a grind here, a 20-13 kind of situation.
That seems low to me. Like normally when a total is like bullishly low, I like to go under because I feel like that's and we get a lot of those in the Big Ten, right? That's like a Northwestern Illinois total.
Yep.
I kind of like the over there. That's just I feel like you'll be able to get a few more points.
So, how would you feel about doing the Mississippi new coach two-step of taking a two-team parlay, Mississippi State plus 16.5, and Ole Miss plus 13.5 against LSU and Florida, respectively?
I'll tell you, the game, I'd be okay with that, actually. I don't think that's a bad – I'd say the game I have less confidence in. Well, I don't feel great about either because I think both teams are going to look so radically different. I'm wondering how a Mike Leach system, how it's going to look with the most talented roster he's ever had. I think that's going to be spectacular. I mean, this guy is a wizard. Quirky. He'll make you mad. He'll say things that are probably across the line, but talk about a team that's going to convenience from folks. I think that's going to be there. LSU, I was looking up and down that depth chart, or what used to be last year's depth chart. It is unbelievable. Yeah, I know this stuff. To reconfirm it, and then you lose, one of your best defensive players and the best wide receiver in the country on top of all the other losses. I know they have talent. I know they're going to be able to replace bodies. I just don't know how it's going to look as quickly as this with everything else that's new. Offensively, they're going to try and be the same. They're not going to lose their philosophy, but it's going to be very interesting. Ole Miss, I really like Florida. I think that could be a problem for Ole Miss. Not because I love meeting Lane Kiffin, right? I hope to talk to Lane at some point here over the next few weeks and dive in there. And they've got some fun talent. And again, another guy that should take advantage of one of the best teams at certainly in quite some time. I just think Florida is. I'm a believer in Florida, and I think Pratt could be really, really good, and they take that next step. And if that's the case, that game may not be close.
See, now, this is where it's interesting, too, because in both these cases, in every case, certainly, but these are the two that obviously jumped out to me right away. The impact of not having fans in the SEC and Big Ten is so profound. I mean, there will be some fans at some venues, and there will be limited fans, but it won't be anything like normal. What does it mean to play at Death Valley in Baton Rouge when all of the insane drunk people are not in the building? What does it mean when you don't have that tailgate and you don't have that ferocity? That takes a huge amount of the sting out of it. What Lane Kiffin opening up at Vaughn Hemingway Stadium in front of family and friends is not the same thing as opening up in front of 60,000 rabid Ole Miss fans with the Grove in full effect and everybody going crazy. I think it's going to hit hard this weekend more than most to realize the impact that fans truly have on the sport.
I will say the limited fans plus probably network voodoo has provided enough spark from a watching experience.
Yeah, viewing wise, it's okay.
Yeah,
viewing. I'm just talking about from a fan. If you're preparing as an opposing coach, like normally you're going to Death Valley, you're getting stuff thrown at your bus. Your people are screaming, yelling. Like none of that. None of that for Mike Leach. None of that for Mississippi State.
Yeah, it's kind of we've heard and this is an odd pivot to golf, but you've heard and seen on the PGA Tour, golfers who kind of are thriving with no fans and no pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're at the old Muni now with a couple of cameramen.
Right.
So I think it's certainly going to take away some of the advantages a LSU, an Alabama, a Georgia, really every school in the SEC. What'll be very interesting, though, beyond the great places, like you could get in a situation where you're a favorite playing at Mississippi State, and things just get weird. The crowd, it's the environment, it's not Death Valley, but you're just coming off a big win against a really good team, and lo and behold, you drop a game at Mississippi State or Ole Miss or whomever. I'm wondering what those games feel like, right? So as much as a disadvantage, not having Death Valley is going to be, that's a bummer. I mean, that's an enormous bummer. It's probably the best environment, in my opinion, in all of college football. I wonder what it does for those mid-tier schools who, rely on that in an situation where they need every ounce of it they can get.
Well, like Missouri, Missouri, you're there. You got Alabama coming in. If you have any hope and prayer, it would be because your fans are just going crazy, and Alabama just kind of gets off to a rough start, and I don't know, everything gets a little weird, and but now it feels like you just have no hope whatsoever.
And the point spread is indicative of that of what five touchdowns. I mean that's not going to go well for them. Alabama's going to be really good that way, in my opinion. Really, really good. So I'm with you. It's going to be strange. And I think with the Big Ten, who will have no fans, it's going to be really bizarre. I mean, it's going to be can't even call it a spring game. No. Spring games have lots of fans. I mean, it'll be a scrimmage. It'll be a closed scrimmage, basically. It's kind of questionable with the weather, but it's going to be really, really strange. I think the Big Ten will probably be the strangest of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. Adam Kramer joins us as he does every Friday. Texas San Antonio was supposed to be the Memphis opponent. They will now be playing Middle Tennessee this week because Memphis is still dealing with the effects of COVID. And another team that was affected by that was Houston, and Houston cannot get a game going. Do you think Houston's ever going to start their season? They've had 4 opponents now knocked off because of COVID situations. It is going to be October before they actually get their season started. Maybe they're the problem. I don't know, but this is of all the bizarre things, this is way up high on the list.
Okay, so on a serious note, I feel really bad for those kids. That's got to be brutal, right? Just like mentally preparing and then getting it let down stinks. On a more funny, I want Dana Holgorsen to start challenging people in parking lots to like an Oklahoma drill. Like that's I think what the next chapter of this is. Him just tackling random strangers to get in some sort of football. But that is really, really bizarre. And I was half wondering, like, are we going to see one of those, games just pop up in 3 days? Like that's it. Houston versus X, who are on? Who cares where we play?
And they tried that with Baylor. They tried that with Baylor last week, and Baylor had to duck out. Like they scheduled that after Memphis canceled.
It is a bummer, and again, I think we want to talk about the advantages of major colleges, the daily testing that's going to hopefully detect this stuff at an early level where your contact tracing is. I mean, it seems like it really is going to be a game changer. So that's the hope. Otherwise, you're going to have more situations like this.
There's no question. Now, one of the other surprise games, or one of the surprise situations, it has certainly not gone well for Mike Norvell, having left the University of Memphis, and it's been rough in Memphis, and it's been rough for folks associated with Memphis. Virginia Tech, Justin Fuentes had their issues. Mike Norvell now got COVID. He is currently quarantining himself away from his team, and when they were playing, obviously he had a huge and tumultuous offseason anyway, with 2 or 3 notable controversies. Then on the field, they lost in frankly embarrassing fashion, got beat handily by Georgia Tech, and now they take on Miami with having not had their coach to actually be there with them to prepare because he's quarantining. In Miami, looking pretty handy these days. 11-point fade. I don't feel like that's enough. I think that's a little more respect than I would give Florida State. I just feel like this game could get out of hand.
I actually am going to go the other way.
Okay. All right.
Well, and I'm not feeling great about it. Like, this isn't like a, Like I could.
This is not an Adam Kramer 10-star special, is what you're saying.
No, but I think the 11. I mean, Miami's defense was not great either. They got a really good pass rush. Probably their best pass rush. I mean, some of those offensive weapons really fun. Tight ends, big bodies. Obviously, Derek King is spectacular. We get in these one game back games, and we tend to overreact. I would love for Miami to be really good. Clemson's up next, by the way, which is an interesting scenario in here too. Look at us. We can talk about look-ahead games and what's that. Oh,
yeah,
great. But I don't know. I feel like this game. I don't think Florida State's going to win, and certainly I can't tell you what it's like to play when your coach is COVID positive. I don't know that. I can't handicap what that does to points as much as I'm sure you want me to. I just have a feeling it's going to be kind of close. Maybe mistake filled. Miami wins, but I think they do so by less than double digits. I think Florida State will show a little bit of heart.
Okay, all right. I can get with that logic. I'm okay with that. You have any other?
I mean, they may get swapped. I think if they lose, like there is a chance here, and I will say this. It's going to sound counter to my logic of take the points that there is a window here where Florida State will lose spectacularly by like 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cover my potentially bad pick with that little teeny display.
Okay. Well, I think that's more along the lines of where I feel like it's going to go. But we wait and see. I'm very curious too. The one trap game, the trappiest trap game of the week, Adam Kramer. I'm not sure how it's a trap, but it's definitely a trap. Kansas Baylor. You can't look at Kansas and bet on them. You just can't. There's just not a way to do it. And yet this game has gone down towards Kansas, 17.5 now for Baylor. Every human being on planet Earth is betting Baylor. This feels like you got to go Kansas here, and yet logically to actually bet on Kansas feels like you might as well just set fire to your money.
I don't know. I believe this is the case. Last year against Baylor, I believe Kansas was a short favorite. A short dog. And I wanted to say maybe it was 6 or 7. And I remember a friend of mine, and we are contrarian. You and I have talked enough. We both love the contrarian angle to these games.
Yes.
It is what I enjoy most about this. And I think Louisville has a little bit of a contrarian angle, by the way, against Pitt, if you want to, buy the dip here. And I remember that game. I'm like, boy, this is that game. And Kansas was down like 40-0 in the middle of the second quarter. And my Kansas is, that first game was horrific. Horrifically bad. And yet I could see it because at least they had the game. And Baylor, I will say, if you're going to, beyond the Kansas angle of staying within the number, Baylor is undergoing a massive renovation. They've had cancellations. It could be a mess there. It's a Kansas thing that makes me very, very nervous. Very, very nervous because they just might be, I use the term spectacularly bad to describe what Florida State might do. Kansas is spectacularly bad. It's just a question of how bad in this game. So I'm with you because I ride with my contrarian friend, but I'm a little nervous about it.
Well, if you are the type who simply looks at the number and looks at the action and looks at where the money's going and looks at the public, and then you would take Kansas. But I think to do so would you'd have to cover your eyes, your nose, your mouth, put on several masks, and just before you push that little button on your phone, I would maybe say a prayer. I don't know. I don't know that I could do it. I don't know that I could have that blind faith, but that's the move technically you should make.
And you'll know early, right? With that game last year, I think it was Baylor, and it was so bad. I knew within the first 6 or 7 minutes. I bet Navy against BYU this year. That's my best loss.
Yeah, the Navy thing was.
You knew within 3.5 minutes that money was gone. And that's fine. So there's a couple of big numbers that have me. That was one of them. The other one I'll pitch to is Army getting 13.5 or 14 against Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
That's an aggressive line. I think Army's really good. That number seems high to me.
Yeah, that's a lot of faith in Cincinnati, and it's moving in Cincinnati's direction, which is interesting.
I'm going to go with Army. It feels almost a little, I feel sucker-ish in just kind of saying, well, I'm going to take the points, but I've seen Army. Cincinnati, we've seen just for one game. It was fine against a bad team, and Army's got one of, I think in terms of preseason-ish games, have looked really good. So that's another one with a big line that I'm just going to kind of jump in and take it.
Look at us. We're talking actual games. We're talking actual lines. It's it feels. I know it feels slightly weird still, but if I have to confess, it feels good. I can't wait. We'll talk again next week once we sort through all this and figure out what in the heck happened. And fingers crossed these games aren't canceled later on this afternoon after testing. So hopefully
that part is important. They actually happen. Yes.
Yes. All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it, Kramer.
All right,
You're
man.
the best.
Talk to you soon.
All right. He is Adam Kramer joining us on the program. We'll talk more about a little football when we return here on Sports 56 Mornings. Pete and Sam with you. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai. There's a new commissary in town in Collierville. Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking. No telephone pole to get in your way. A cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Frontier Western Store is open and ready to serve you for all your needs in boots, apparel, pet food, and more. Frontier is proud to be a local leader here in the Mid-South when it comes to boots. Stop by the store today for an incredible selection of name brand work and dress boots. Come browse aisles and aisles of top quality boots at everyday low prices in our world famous boot showroom. Dan Post, Rocky, Durango, Twisted X, Georgia, Ariat, and many more. There are so many styles, colors, and fits available, you might need a hand picking out your favorites. Luckily, Frontier's knowledgeable sales staff will cheerfully assist you with any questions you have and ensure the proper fit of your new boots. Frontier also has an amazing selection of jeans and shirts by Wrangler, Ariat, and Carhartt, as well as a fully stocked women's boutique department with thousands of tops and dresses at unbelievable prices. New arrivals often. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Gilman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage. Factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike, all the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles, when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Limb Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC accredited facility and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Limb Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselimbembrace.com.
Dedicated our life to yours. Wolf Chase Limb and Brace.
Get ready to fall in love with driving again in your new Kia from Gossett Kia on the Pike. Get everything you want with the 2020 Forte, just $131 a month. Or hit the road in 2020 Soul, $148 a month. And transform your driving experience this fall in the all-new 2021 K5, now $189 a month. All 36-month leases in just $31.49 due at signing. And you'll get peace of mind you can trust with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. It's time to get your Kia on at Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, $31.49 due at signing, 0 security deposit, excludes acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, $650 acquisition fee, Forte LE 2249.63, sold L712-0906, K5MG 003-199. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 598.75. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Not all customers will qualify.
Sports 56 traffic.
Still have a car wreck on Valentine Road east of Watkins Street. That's Valentine Road east of Watkins Street. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Got some breaking news.
Come on,
MLGW had a meeting yesterday over Zoom that was canceled because somebody accidentally played some porn.
Yeah, I
in the middle of the MLGW meeting.
I saw that. Somebody hijacked. Hackers took over that joint.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know an interesting, odd story that's out right now? Something that's going on that's just
odder than that?
Yeah, yeah.
How's nobody put the video out? How's nobody put the video out of that yet?
Yeah, it's something odder than that, man. Like I'm not gonna say odder because it's not like porn, but it's just something that just shows how trash some of these big companies can be.
Okay.
And I'm not a real big boycott this company because of this type of thing. But this right here, I don't eat this crap anyway because it's trash. Especially since I got rid of the Oreo cheesecake and the Cinnamonies and things such as that. But Burger King did something that's straight garbage, man. I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole this morning and I saw this story about Burger King and it's terrible. Are you ready for this? What they're doing?
I don't. You got.
All right, let me tell you.
I don't know if I'm ready or not.
All right, let me tell you, man. All right, you know you got streamers on Twitch, right? Twitch is a streaming platform for gamers and people who do whatever they're doing. And there's a third-party app that streamers, that Twitch users can, Twitch producers can use to where people can make a donation, like a minimum donation. They set the minimum donation, and someone texts in a comment, and then the app speaks the comment over their stream, and people are paying for the right to do that, right? So it's always something cool, like, you know, people say something cool about the guy who's making the video, or they may just say something goofy, but it's just kind of part of it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And people don't get too crazy with it because it can get the user can block your account or get your account reported for abusing the terms of the service. So Burger King comes on, literally Burger King, their people start coming on, and they're buying these $5 donations for this app on Twitch, and they're making mini Burger King commercials out of their donations. So instead of spending the money, they should rightfully pay these big time Twitch users to advertise on their thing. They're giving them a $5 donation and like spamming in commercials on their stuff, like for way less than what they should be paying these guys to actually advertise on their feed. And like all the big name guys are like super ticked off about it, and it's like really a thing. And like I had never heard of it. I never even thought of nobody doing it. And they're saying that they're probably gonna have to redo laws as far as that type of stuff because it should be illegal, but it's not for what Burger King did. Burger King, you're trash with it, like for real. Pay these guys. Like if you want to get on this, and then they said YouTube took the footage of every time they did it, and they made this campaign about it. Didn't put the guys' names in there, blurred their faces out, took the games off, and put like some fake video game footage up, and like did all these things to avoid legal ramification, and basically advertising for free or for $5 on these big time Twitch users platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's trash, bro. Like for real.
I know. That's
like trash.
Terrible.
Like you don't see me moved by that at all, but like that really ticks me off, bro.
No, I'm not moved at all by it, but it sounds.
It's the same thing as if somebody figured out a way to get on our stream and broadcast come buy pizza from Little Caesars, and we ain't getting nothing for it. It's the exact same thing, bro.
I'm with you, but I'm not a Twitch streamer, nor do I know a Twitch streamer. So it's hard for me to get. I'm with you.
You're a content
not,
producer. You're a content producer, and there's money in revenue and those type of things. And to rob those dudes, to use a system they use to set up for people to support them or for the people who want to, sponsor what they're doing.
I agree. I'm with you. It's ridiculous.
Trash, Burger King. Shame on you.
Terrible.
That's why I don't eat that crap.
Terrible. Can we get the video of what happened in the MLGW meeting? That's what
where is that at?
I'm really more focused.
Come on, Zach. Zach, I made this story up just to buy you time to find the video, bro.
No, I was listen. Like before Peter even said anything, I was kind of curious. Like, where's this video?
Yeah, where is this? How does this happen and nobody has a video of it? Come on, are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
We sitting here sharing screens like this, and nobody
this is 2020. You got a meeting that's going on, and it's no one. Come on. Somebody got the video of that. Let's see. I want to see the moment of when everyone realizes that somebody hacked into this thing, or even better, one of the commissioners on the board accidentally shared their screen or something. That's even better. But
you know what? In their defense, they was probably shocked that they were seeing or hearing the video playing, because like when you're going into those type of meetings, like what, like somebody bringing up a porn video is not something that you expect to see in the middle of a meeting, or just somebody sharing their screen. So it's like,
no, you don't.
Agreed. Like, wait, what? And so
I know that's why these things. I can't believe everyone's recording them. I don't know why you can't. Somebody couldn't take a shot of that. It's ridiculous. Also ridiculous. The Miami Dolphins. Fitzmagic. Ryan Fitzpatrick last night victorious over the Jaguars 31-13. 6 different times Ryan Fitzpatrick has beaten the Jaguars. It's a crazy, bizarre situation. 6 different teams. 6 different times. He's got the number of the Jaguars for whatever reason. It was a dominant performance from the very beginning from Miami, and didn't expect that based on the way they've played thus far. But a really strong effort from him. 18 of 22 touchdowns, just dominant on the defensive side of the ball. Gardner Minshew struggled to get a whole lot going outside of a short passing game. And Miami gets their first win of the season, and a very much a setback for the Dolphins there. We'll see this weekend. I think you're hopefully going to start saying this weekend some more reflective football of like teams that have played. I would think like the first 2 games are almost preseason because you didn't have a preseason. So I'm hoping that you're going to see some actual little more connected football, a little bit better. I think a team like the Saints, for example, a really fascinating situation for them Sunday night against the Packers. They've looked really bad, even though they're 1-1. They haven't looked great in either of those games, and they looked really bad last week. Is that just early season kind of jitters and struggles and all that, or is Drew Brees, who is one of the worst rated quarterbacks in the league right now, is he just is he washed? Is that it? Has he hit the wall? Because it happens fast. These guys, it happens quick. Could Drew Brees, the NFL's all-time passing leader, could he have hit the wall?
Yeah, it can definitely happen fast, man. These guys, time is always undefeated, as far as these guys are concerned. But it's going to be a big game. Saints and Raiders, right? That's the Monday night game?
Packers.
Okay, what I'm looking at last
Saints and Packers on Sunday night. The Saints were that was the Monday night game last week.
Okay, yeah, I'm tripping, but man,
the Raiders destroyed them.
You didn't. I didn't get to make my updated Super Bowl picks either.
I thought you updated on Tuesday.
No, I didn't.
You took the Saints out of it. All right. Well, who you got then?
It's gonna be a battle of the birds, Peter.
Okay.
Battle of the birds in the Super Bowl. You got the Ravens and the Cardinals.
Okay. I mean,
I'll have an update for you Monday.
Kyler Murray versus Lamar Jackson.
Kyler Murray versus Lamar Jackson. Gonna be the blackest Super Bowl ever. It's been a Super Bowl with two black quarterbacks before.
Yeah. Let's see. I gotta go back to. Let's see, man. I think so. I think we've had two black quarterbacks. I think we have. I feel like we have. I have to go back and look, but I think so.
I don't know. I don't think it has been, bro.
John Gruden might have something to say about it.
Well, John.
People ask me, what are we doing here? Las Vegas Raiders, knees, head, huh? What are we doing? We're winning games, man. 2-0. Las Vegas Raiders, we beat the New Orleans Saints this week. What are we going to do? Knees, head. We're going to make a TikTok. Knock on wood if you're with me.
All right. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
All right. Was that real? Was that really him?
No,
was that Frank Caliendo. That was Frank Caliendo.
That's Frank.
Caliendo's impression.
Yeah, I thought it was him. I was like, that dude's tripping.
Yeah, I don't think we've had two black quarterbacks. I don't think so.
Well, you're gonna see it this year, man. You're gonna have the battle of the birds and the battle of the bros. Bros.
Could be.
The bros.
The Ravens.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Let's think about it. When we come back, we'll continue that discussion. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Sports Time on Sports 56 with Wallo and Stats. Weekday afternoons from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Commitment. Dedication. Perseverance. At FedEx, our people are our strength. Even during these unprecedented times, we are delivering medical supplies, test kits, and the things you need every day. Helping the world move forward together. Strength, what we deliver by delivering. FedEx.
Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. We talked to Monica Starks, who needed to hire for a pivotal role at her company, GS Group.
As the owner of a construction company, finding the right people is a very difficult task. So I use ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology identifies the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Monica did, and that's how she found Lamont, her new project superintendent.
The job is so perfect for me. I had a career breakthrough. I would have never found this job if it wasn't for ZipRecruiter.
With ZipRecruiter, we've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists. With ZipRecruiter, we get hiring results.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize the thrill and test drive one of our award-winning models, each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore, it should be an adventure. Advance your drive today. Shop our aggressive lease and finance options now. Luxury is waiting at Acura Memphis, or shop online 24/7. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Oh, my stomach.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
What's that?
It's Pepto-Bismol Chews.
Pepto-Bismol's now in a chew?
Yeah, they taste great and provide fast relief. And now you can always have Pepto-Bismol handy.
Let me try it.
Try new Pepto-Bismol Chews for fast relief.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Pros today have to do whatever the job calls for, and the Home Depot is here to help make that easier. With a wide range of delivery options, you can get what you need, from job lot quantities to small supply runs, delivered where and when you need it. Don't want to buy the tool? Rent it. We've got the most innovative products and more ways for pros to find them, in-store and online. Pros are changing, so are we. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
I'd rather be with you. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you.
I hear a rumor that you're headed off to a special place after the show.
Yes, a very special place. To get something that's near and dear to my heart.
Ooh. Is it tasty and delicious?
Yes. Well, I'm headed to spend time with Joy after the show. But
okay. Oh, well.
But to your point, I'm going to.
Wasn't exactly what I was. Before you do that, though.
But
to fuel up.
The place we're going to. No, the place we're going to is it is tasty and delicious. Yes.
Yeah.
But where I'm headed to, the main thing I'm doing is spending time with Joy. But like you said, the location is tasty and delicious. Yes.
I think that's beautiful. Beautiful to clarify and to make sure.
Yeah, gotta make
you and her both understand. You guys
I text you saying that I was going. Me and Joy going to breakfast, and then at sunrise, and But facts. I get what you're saying.
Listen, man. Whatever happens. That's beautiful.
Going to sunrise.
I'm with you.
Good stuff.
It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Hey, if y'all, what MLGW meeting, whatever you guys need to do, that's on you. But
we're just going to breakfast and we're going our separate ways, man. And none of that. Yeah.
Oh, well,
just taking a break from the grind,
It's a little bit sad, but that's all right. I was hoping there was more to that. But anyway, either way, you can fuel up and get yourself going at Sunrise. It's a great breakfast, great spot. It's a great stop for you if you want to go and you want something good. Like you get breakfast on the go. We all do that. Everybody's got to do that. But it doesn't have to be like just fast foody. It doesn't have to be just something that you get in the drive-thru and grab something in a bag and whatever. Like it doesn't have to be any of that pre-processed nonsense. It's fresh. It's handmade. It's so good. Biscuit sandwiches are off the chain. You want the traditional favorites, pancakes, waffles, all that stuff. They all homemade, scratch made. The chorizo bowl's insane. Lunch is fantastic. Brunch fantastic. It is the spot to go to if you want something good, local, fresh, fabulous. It is Sunrise. Just go to sunrise901.com and start there. You can order and just drive up, go in the side door, pick it up, bing, bang, boom. They'll bring it out to you. Whatever you need to do, they'll make it easy for you. It's Sunrise. Check them out, sunrise901.com. All right, so as we mentioned, you have a full weekend of football. You got to get yourself ready for it. As long as nothing happens. As long as nothing happens in the next 24 hours, and that's a big if at this stage. We are going to actually have some sort of normal kind of football weekend. University of Memphis still not part of it, unfortunately. Next week, hopefully, right? Fingers crossed that all that that comes into play. I saw tweets from LSU's assistant athletic director. They're unloading the cardboard cutouts already that they're going to put in the stands. That's going to be the weirdest thing for me saying is I always associate SEC football with just rabid fans, insane crowds, all that stuff. I mean, I went to Tennessee obviously, so I went to my fair share of SEC games over the years, and that's such a huge part of it. It's going to be really weird. I think they can make it work TV-wise. I think you watch the game, it'll be, okay. But, to be playing in it, that would have to be so strange, man. To be in that giant, these stadiums that are 90,000, 100,000, 80,000, whatever, and just have, a handful of people or nobody or, a 10, 15, 20%, 25%. Mm-hmm. Very strange, man. Very strange.
Yep. For the schools that are trying to do, Memphis is a school that's trying to have fans there. It's going to be different to see how that all works out. It's going to be a big weekend, like you said. SEC has their games today. Nice full slate for them. So yeah, it's interesting to see how all that's going to work. You got Ole Miss and Florida going to be on this station, as well as Florida State and Miami. Two big games. They look like big games on paper, man. Looking at that. So are both of those teams ready to roll on both sides?
I don't know. It's is anyone ready to roll?
Yeah, let's roll them out. Let's roll them out and see what happens, man.
Let's see what happens indeed. Coming up in our next segment, we're going to talk to Kari Thompson about what's going on locally prep-wise. Always some fascinating stuff prep-wise. Got a little more explanation from Shelby County Schools on their rationale for the things that they've done. We'll talk to him about that. Plus, his trash Celtics are about to lose.
Yeah, it's about to be over.
We'll certainly get into to all that with Kari coming up. Hour number 3 on the way. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies. We will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Five-Ash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five-Ash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. We talked to Monica Starks, who needed to hire for a pivotal role at her company, GS Group.
As the owner of a construction company, finding the right people is a very difficult task. So I use ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology identifies the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Monica did, and that's how she found Lamont, her new project superintendent.
The job is so perfect for me. I had a career breakthrough. I would have never found this job if it wasn't for ZipRecruiter.
With ZipRecruiter, we've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists. With ZipRecruiter, we get hiring results.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The day has come for huge savings at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat with Jeep Adventure Days and Ram Power Days going strong on Covington Pike. Get 0% APR plus no payments for 90 days. New 2020 Jeep Cherokee Latitude IIHS top safety pick, $21,740 or $275 a month. 2020 Dodge Challenger, a muscle car with best-in-class cargo volume, $24,690 or $318 a month. 2020 Dodge Charger, America's fastest 4-door muscle car, $24,990 or $329 a month. And 2020 Ram 1500 Tradesman Quad Cab, $366 a month. Drive past the rest. Come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, 1901 Covington Pike. Online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 3.99 APR, $3,500 down. Must finance through Chrysler, Cherokee, LD 561583, Challenger LH 214740, Charger LH 116732, 1500 LS 139-171. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hey, Tiger fans, this is John Stacy of the Wolf Chase Honda Blue and Gray Show. You can hear Drew Barrett and I talk Tigers with Tigers every Sunday night at 5 right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7. You never know which Tigers great we'll have in the studio with us either. We'll get them to call in, too. We are your go-to show for Memphis Tigers football. That's the Wolf Chase Honda Blue and Gray Show right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
In today's world, a lot is going on, but one thing is always true. You need to take care of yourself. The skin clinics can help. Age, diet, genetics, and current events can conspire to make you look and feel much older than you are. It doesn't have to be that way. Call the skin clinics and let their expertly trained nurses, estheticians, and staff choose the treatment that best suits you and your pocket. There's so much you can do. Consider skin resurfacing and rejuvenation, lash extensions and specialty brows, injectables, medical-grade chemical peels, laser hair reduction, waxing, facials, makeup applications, and even services just for men. The Skin Clinics has it all in a caring, safe environment, always observing current social distancing guidelines. Go to theskinclinic.com to find out more and call today for your appointment at 901-345-SKIN. That's 901-345-SKIN. Taking care of yourself is good for you and your loved ones. Come to the Skin Clinics, 1300 Wolf Park Drive in Germantown.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
We have a crash on Butler Avenue at Hernando Street. That's Butler Avenue at Hernando Street. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Now don't be afraid to step on the crack, cause you're most definitely not gonna break your mother's back. This jam is not only nutritious, say y'all, it can be to the groovers delicious. So y'all, get crack. Crackin', let's get crackin'. Oh, roll over, baby. Crackin', let's get crackin'. I can tell us again the groove.
Well, it is hour number 3 on a Foggy Friday. Trae Young just got hacked on the old. Trae Young just got hacked on the old Twitter, by the way. So
did he really?
Yeah, it's.
I forgot to tell you, man.
I can't even really comment on what he did, but it was actually he was actually hacked, not like not one of the fake ones, but like he actually was hacked. Keep yourself keep it close. You know, don't mess around.
Yeah, I got to look
at
that.
Mess around with your Twitter handles. Hour number 3 is here from Family Leisure Studios, brought to you by friends at Acura of Memphis. And as we promised you, we start hour number 3 on a beautiful Friday. Should be a beautiful weekend. good weather for high school football tonight. And, of course, our friend Akari Thompson joins to talk about that and so much more. Kari, your Celtics are trash. How are you?
Yo, this hate, this is what I got to wake up to? Come on.
You're waking up now? Come on, wake up a little early. Let's go.
Come on with it, man. Come on, I got to be up tonight, man. I wake up just for
That's true. That's true. That's true. You got a late night tonight. I'll give you that one. That's right. That's a fair point. You're working late tonight. I got you. So, but that doesn't explain your Celtics, though. It doesn't explain your Celtics. What's going on?
It explains the fact that Jason Tatum was scoreless in the first half. Tyler Hero dropped 37, and we still lost by like 3. I mean, it's not going to happen again. No question. We're winning tonight.
Why was Jason Tatum scoreless in the first half? Just being trash, or how do you give us an analysis?
I mean, don't fix your mouth to call Jason Tatum.
Now, I'm just wondering, when a guy's your so-called, superstar of the future, ranked amongst many as the guy that you want to build a team around going forward. He goes scoreless in the first half against the basic.
You saw that second half, though, right?
Huh?
You saw that second half, though,
yeah,
right?
I saw that y'all lost. I mean, yeah, I mean, against the basic zone defense, just superstar of the league, Jason Tatum, the haircut god himself. We talked about another haircut god, Jason, and Austin Day earlier today. So what's going on with Tatum, man? Why couldn't he come through in the first half?
I mean, he had a bad half. He has to do better. He said it himself. I mean, you can't. Even superstars have bad games. Now, is it a good time to have it in the Eastern Conference Finals Game 4? Oh, it's a terrible time to have it. But I mean, it's just talking up to you go 0 for 7 in the first half. That's just ugh. Kemba had one of those early in the playoffs too against the Raptors. I mean, it just happens sometimes. Sometimes you lay a stinker.
But yeah,
the last superstar I saw that went scoreless in a half was quote unquote superstar was Paul George. Game 7, playoff P. So I don't think that's necessarily the company that you want to keep right now.
AKA way off George, according to inside the NBA crew.
Well, Jason Taters is getting in that category if he's not careful. Brad Stevens got comprehensively outcoached by Eric Spoelstra. It wasn't even close. Frankly, a little bit embarrassing for Brad Stevens, honestly, how badly he was outcoached, and couldn't even deal with this sort of basic zone. Like we're in college again. All of a sudden, ridiculous. Celtics don't deserve to win. They won't win. It's over for them. Disappointing campaign for sure for the Celtics. Disappointing franchise, frankly.
Peter, Monday morning, y'all are gonna be talking about how we got a Game 7. I guarantee.
Maybe in the West, certainly.
Game 7 in the Eastern Conference. It all starts tonight.
Well, Kari, being a guy who is a Celtics fan and also lives in Memphis covering local sports here, how does it feel knowing that you'll always have a connection to Jason Tatum, being that he's going to get away from your property franchise as soon as he can and find a way to find himself on the Grizzlies roster? How does that feel?
How are you gonna call a team going for its 18th championship a poverty franchise? Like you can get away with stuff.
We're not talking history. We're not talking history. This is a history class. We're talking about the current state of your franchise. How do you feel knowing that Jason Tatum eventually will be here in Memphis with you?
I mean, we've already been over this, man. Just take care of business first. Just lock down the Grizzlies superstar. That's all I gotta say. Take care of business.
All right. So enough about the terrible Celtics and just an awful franchise.
It's probably
what about
just poor decision making, just hoarding draft picks to take Precious Achiuwa? It's just come on, man. It's just.
Dude, man.
So it's a shame.
Precious fits in with that group, man.
Oh yeah, he'll probably be good with them for real though. But tell us about today, man. What games should we expect to be good ones tonight?
Man, I'm going to MUS at Arlington. Those were my two most surprising teams of the year so far. My mid-season report for.
Are we at the mid-season? We're at the mid-season already.
Peter, can you believe it? We're halfway through the 2020 football season.
No, that's not true. I don't think that's true. No, that's fake. That's fake. That's
you mean as far as actual games or as far as what week it is?
I'm talking about
both.
We've played 5 games, and most teams will play 5 more, and then there's the playoffs.
Look at that. We made it. We're making it, man.
This is wild.
Yeah, man. We're at mid-season.
Yeah, it does seem strange.
I saw you at your awards and all that stuff, but I thought it was just like a joke. I thought it was kind of kidding, like that you weren't. It wasn't like really halfway through the season. I thought that was just kind of a joke.
No, they're legitimately halfway there. And there are some teams that have these records that are propped up by COVID wins. Like that's the interesting part
COVID
about
wins?
NUS.
What is it? Like
if the team forfeits, you get a win.
That's the real thing.
Yeah, COVID wins.
Bro, you gotta be joking, bro. Like they're like so. Okay, so I'm looking at the standings now. I'm looking at the high school football standings, and I see CBU is 4-1. So are they legit 4-1?
Christian Brothers is legit 4-1.
They've beaten 4 teams.
MUS is the example I was about to use. MUS is technically 3-2, but in reality, they're 0-2. They got 3 COVID wins.
COVID wins. That's so funny. I don't even see MUS on it. Oh yeah, dude, they're 3-2. Yeah, but you're saying they're really 0-2. Haven't won a game.
Yeah.
So how that's so wild, man.
They had these SDS schools scheduled that had to forfeit.
Mm-hmm. See, this is where I would, if I were a coach, in the old private school ranks, I'd get a buddy of mine that coached an SCS school. I'd keep scheduling those teams, and we just keep having to forfeit those games. And then I'd end up like 10-0. I'd be 11-0. I'd be like, look at my record. I'd take it to the administration. I'd say, look, undefeated season. What do we got here? Let's back up the Brinks truck. Let's go.
Pause. So that flew over my head. So you're saying that these wins that they have that are COVID wins are against Shelby County Schools teams who aren't playing anyway. Not just against the schools that actually.
They're just forfeits. They're just forfeits.
Yeah.
They didn't even show up.
Some of them.
It's so crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of.
The way they're counting is it doesn't count for a loss for a team that has to quarantine or can't make it. It just counts as a win for the team that had them scheduled. So that's the way they're counting it. Now in the playoffs, because there's no time to make it up or do anything about it, if you do have to quarantine during the playoffs, it is an L. You're eliminated.
Right, you're gone.
You're done.
Man, this is strange.
It's a wild year, man. Those questions.
So you got a little more clarification this week from the aforementioned Shelby County Schools on exactly the rationale, and you can clarify with folks, here what that was. But having read through it, Kari, I mean, to me, it was obviously something that's unfortunate for the kids. The rationale to me made sense, and it just made me question why they didn't stand behind it a couple weeks ago and go out there and interact and just stand on those principles and be done with it, rather than have this thing drag on the way that it has and make them look really bad.
Well, in hindsight, I will say that the district has been pretty consistent in saying that we just don't know. There's a bunch of unknowns, so we're not ready to make a decision yet. But the issue with their communication has been that it's a monumental decision for these kids. Like, these kids feel like it's their end-all, be-all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been working their whole lives to play their senior year of football, and they feel like this is a huge decision. And SBS announces it by dropping a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not taking questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first. Now, we'll give SDS credit. They had 2 people out there at the protest Wednesday to take questions, which was much better than the first time. But the first time, they just dropped a YouTube video, and they just thought, oh, football's canceled. We'll just drop it on YouTube. Kids will be fine with that. So that was the issue with the rollout. But, I mean, now they have people taking questions and are responding to emails. I mean, you can't really argue with their logic, man. I mean, you got to keep 100,000 kids safe. That's the first priority. You're not in actual school, so how are you going to have sport? That's the logic. And, like it or not, it makes sense to me. What do you guys think?
Well, I share my thoughts on it. I thought that Shelby County Schools playing football could be somewhat safer because the kids aren't going to school, and football would be the only thing that they're doing as far as being sanctioned and interacting with each other. Yeah, I kind of had an about face last week when the whole thing went down, hearing those young men speak as well as they did about, and as passionately as they did about their desires to play high school football. But of course, I get it. I don't have a strong stance saying that if they're not in school, they don't need to be playing football, because they're in school. I mean, they're still doing school online, and I mean, there are college schools that aren't on campus either that are playing football. So, I think
those are colleges you could argue are setting a very bad example for educational precedent.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But like I said, I just think that it could possibly be safer because the kids aren't interacting with each other on a daily basis, and they're basically just coming from their homes for practice and to play the games. But I just hate that you have kids who are watching kids down the street and across the street play, and they can't. That whole thing.
I'll take it even deeper, saying we're playing youth football here in the city. Like theoretically, you could have a little brother that's playing. You're not.
Right. Exactly.
You're an FCS kid. So that, I mean, it's crazy. But
well, I mean, but here's the well, go ahead, Card.
No, go ahead, Peter. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I'm just the whole thing is we've talked about it before. I mean, I gather what you're saying, Anthony, like the idea that it could be something of a mini bubble-ish kind of thing. But first of all, that's not the point. That's not the point of it. Like, the point of it is not to create a bubble environment. This is not a professional thing where everyone's making money and you're trying to get the entertainment product off the ground, so you bubble people up and all that. This is about an extracurricular activity in theory, and if you don't have actual school in session, then you don't have the grounds, in my mind, for having those extracurricular activities. That doesn't make sense, because the reasoning for not having school is that you are trying to keep everyone separate because the case levels are still much higher than they need to be. And not only would you spread it amongst the students, but more I think pressingly, they would go and spread it amongst older folks, family, parents, grandparents, etc., where it would really become problematic, and you would continue the spread throughout the society. Well, getting them together for football is going to just make that a high probability as well. So, I mean, if that's your logic, then you can't play football if you're not going to school. On the other side, I don't agree with the logic of having kids back in school in those situations, but at least it's consistent. You have kids back in school, so you feel like that you can protect them and keep them going with those other activities. It obviously sucks for the kids who can't play, and it's not fair for them, and no one can tell them that it is fair. It's not. It isn't fair. And we should all shoulder a lot of the blame for our inability to get this thing under control, for months and months and months, because all of us, have something to do with those situations. But I couldn't in good conscience tell Shelby County Schools, well, everyone else is going back, so you got to go back too. And no, I think that's they're convicted to make that decision. I think that's totally understandable and totally logical. It sucks, but I get it, and I think it makes sense.
Well, my question, just hearing you talk, Peter, is like, is anything going to be different by basketball? Basketball's right around the corner.
No. It's actually going to be worse for basketball because, again, you're in an enclosed gym, a small gym, extremely hard to do that. At least in football, you're outside, so you get some ventilation. Increasingly, we've learned how much ventilation is an important part of this whole thing. And if you're not properly ventilated, or if you're using, air conditioning where air is flowing from one room to another or within the same room, and you're blowing it around, that has increased the spread tremendously. So in basketball, to me, it's actually more difficult because you're in that enclosed gym and you've got more people there. And so I don't think it's going to change for I don't think it should. I think it actually should be a little bit of a higher threshold for basketball, and that's not just Shelby County Schools. That should be everybody. Like, and particularly because we're about to get into, and you're seeing it around the world. Countries that thought they had it under control. Iceland, for example, has had a spike. Several European countries have been dealing with spikes. Israel's been dealing with a spike. It doesn't take much when you start getting into colder weather, cold and flu season, all that stuff, to pop this thing right back off. So no, I don't see it with basketball at all. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Can you guys imagine just Memphis without high school basketball? Like, has that ever happened?
No.
Two, what does that look like? Like, crazy.
You can't. I mean, you can't. But it's I don't know, man. And again, I would say that for the private schools as well, or for the municipal schools and all that. I mean, I think that's. I mean, you know, that if you're going to treat this thing. It's just got so political, man. I don't know. It's gotten so political, and there's no logic that's being applied across the board. So it's not going to be fair, and it leads to, you know, people trying to, you know, make sense of something that doesn't make sense. And I feel awful for those kids, man. I really do. But I think the lesson learned this week, Kari, and I mean, you're right there on the front lines of it. From Shelby County Schools' perspective, you know, I think those of us who think they're making the right decision about this, it is much easier to defend that decision if they will defend themselves vigorously.
Right.
And instead of kind of tiptoeing around it and sort of sliding in and saying, well, maybe we'll reassess it, and, you know, or maybe this, or like if you come out and say, look, it sucks. We know it sucks. We're sorry. I would give anything if it wasn't like this, but here's what's happening. Here's why we're doing it. Here's the science. Here's why we're doing it. Case closed. Like then we can all, you can disagree with it all you want to, but at least they would be putting out an affirmative defense rather than this sort of mealy mouth thing that they did for a while. That's harder to defend.
And that's why you have people protesting, because
yeah,
there's still not a yes or a no on a final decision for the season. It's still indefinitely postponed. So what does that mean? Like, do you actually have hope that starting in week 7, we can start to play football? Is that a realistic thing? Like, because if it is a realistic thing, that needs to be communicated. If it's not a realistic thing, why is the season suspended instead of canceled? You know what I'm saying? The kids at this point,
I mean, like, has there been, and Kara, you would know, has there been a specific like plan, like if caseload gets below X, then this can happen, or, you know, if is there a specific goal? I know that the Dr. Ray has said, you know, single-digit cases for like 14 days or something like that. Is there a specific guideline that they're looking at?
Shelby County Schools sent me an email this week that they said that they plan to release reopening metrics in the coming days. Now, what in the coming days looks like, I don't know. I don't know what their timeline is for that. But they said they would publish them. So I'm looking forward to holding them accountable and putting them out there when they do, because they said they would do it. So there's that.
Once that comes out, you know, to me, that's where you have to go with it. Like, I mean, again, the Big Ten handled this. This reminds me a little bit of the Big Ten. Like they handled it so weirdly. They were too like. They were aggressive without like explaining themselves. Then they opened themselves up to, you know, criticism and protests and all that stuff. And then they sort of slowly kept walking it back. And then finally, you know, came out with something, you know, that was workable and that they could come back. But it's been so late in the process. But at least now that they've done it, they've actually put metrics out that explain, you know, here's what happens if cases on campus get to this, then that. If we have this percentage of positivity, then we do this. And you know, now it's different in Shelby County Schools because you're not testing every day, and you're not really testing, you know, much at all, honestly. So I think that's a little harder for them. But at least if they said, okay, if caseloads get to here in Shelby County, then we're good. Or if we avoid, you know, like you got to let those numbers do the work for you. You can't try to massage your way through this. That ain't gonna work.
You can't just generally say trust the science and trust the experts, which is what they've been doing. They're saying, trust us, we're going to make the safest, rightest decision for you, We've been talking to the experts. You know what I'm saying? There's a science-based decision, blah, 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 blah. But if you haven't published the numbers, how are people psychologically supposed to wrap their minds around the fact of, not knowing what exactly they have to do to get sports back? Because if you have people, logically, if you have everybody else playing around you and you're not playing, you kind of need to really make it super clear exactly why and exactly what needs to happen for it to come back. Mm-hmm. Which is why those numbers are going to be super important. And which is why those numbers, if available, should have been out a while ago. But, I mean, it's way more defensible if you go, this is our line, this is what we're looking at, this is the science behind our decision. If the science changes and we get to X number of cases, or X situation that they want to, come at, then that's so much more palatable. Because at least you can just point to the chart and be like, sorry, guys, caseload hasn't gone down.
Yeah.
But we don't have it yet.
It reminds me, this was... Well, so this past weekend, there was a family in our neighborhood that was having like a birthday party we didn't really know about, and my wife took my daughter outside to try to go play, not knowing that there was a birthday party like right down the road, like with a big bouncy house and all this stuff. And so somebody invited her to come down there, and so we're like trying to be socially distanced, and I'm not trying to get in, I don't want the kids getting in a bounce house and jumping around and rolling all over each other and all that stuff. That doesn't seem like a great idea. But, you try to explain that to a 6-year-old who's watching all of her friends go do it. And, we're handling it a certain way and they're handling it a different way. And trying to explain that to her didn't go well, as you would expect. And it's not fair. And I feel for her just like I feel for those kids. And it breaks my heart, man. It just broke my heart to see her, crying and why can't I do this? And, a lot of it is just a personal, choice. A lot of it's based on your own interpretation. But it does. I don't want to diminish how much it sucks for those kids because it's the same heartbreak. It's the same thing. You're seeing friends and people and people you've played against and people you play with, and some of them happen to live in a municipal area and some of them happen to go to a private school, and you're seeing them do all this stuff and you can't do it. And it's something you've prepared for, especially in the case of the seniors. You've been doing this for your entire career, your entire football career since you were playing Pee-wee. And it's taken away. I don't want to minimize that pain. That sucks, man. That's why it's vital not to play with these people, not to play with their emotions, and give them real information, or else they're going to be understandably upset.
Right. Exactly. Well said.
I feel that's where if my criticism is with Shelby County Schools anywhere, it's with that. I think they've played with their emotions, and that's what happens when you play with somebody's emotions like this. You're going to get outrage, and you're going to get anger, and you're going to get people justifiably upset. That's not cool. So I think that learn that lesson and go forward. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, we got one other a texter, John from Covington, wants to know about the Chargers. He says the Chargers are great, and he wants you to talk about how great they are.
5-0, baby. 5-0. I mean, we got to give them their props.
Is that real 5-0 or is that COVID 5-0?
Right.
That's legit. That's legit 5-0 And I'm glad that we're clarifying this now because it's a legit question for like every team. I have to go on Tito's list of like, did they win a forfeit last week or did they play?
Yeah, you got to put like an asterisk or something by some of these. There you go.
Yeah, but Covington's a legit 5-0. And I'll tell you against Westview, they played the number 2 dual threat quarterback in the nation for the class of 2022, Ty Simpson, shut him out. 0 points. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Big deal.
That's
That was looking good. I mean, they have me do these bold predictions for my midseason report, and every year I pick Covington to win the state title and finally beat Alcoa, but they just can't get past the tornado. Hopefully this will be the year.
Hopefully so. Fingers crossed and all that. All right, good stuff. We got to roll. Kari, we'll talk to you next week. I'll preemptively say I'm sorry about your Celtics.
Oh, man, I can't wait to talk about the NBA Finals, man. That'd be great.
All right, fam.
All right, man. He is Kari Thompson joining us as we continue. We'll get into some of the football from tonight and some of the football for this weekend. Also, the weekend in hoops when we return in the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 96.1 FM, or 87.7 FM.
For the ones working tirelessly to keep their coworkers safe. For the ones rising to new challenges. For the ones rebuilding stronger than before. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, safety recovery guides, and 24/7 support. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know nearly 40% of men under 40 and over 75% of men over the age of 40 experience sexual performance concerns? At the Memphis Men's Clinic, their experienced physician performs a comprehensive evaluation that determines which specific issues may interfere with your sexual performance. These issues can vary and range from anxiety to medical issues, low testosterone, or erectile dysfunction. The Memphis Men's Clinic has evaluated hundreds of men of all ages over the years and reestablished a normal sexual life. The Memphis Men's Clinic will work aggressively to resolve issues and allow you to restore your sexual health and overall well-being. That's the Memphis way. If you're 20 years old or 90 years old, come and get cared for the Memphis way. Treatment that's based on your specific needs after a professional clinical evaluation by their experienced board-certified physician. Call the Memphis Men's Clinic today at 901-443-0475 or visit memphismensclinic.com.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm here with outstanding team from Lexus of Memphis at 2600 Ridgeway. They're online at lexusofmemphis.com. Gary, tell everyone how they can experience the Lexus of Memphis satisfaction.
Come in and be a part of our family at Lexus of Memphis. Experience the customer service that we provide to each guest like a member of our own family. If you're on the side of the road and you need us, we're there. If you need help with anything with your car, technology, Bluetooth, the app suite, we have a dedicated team to help you with this in your journey with your Lexus.
That's how they do it at Lexus of Memphis.
Family Leisure's done it again. We're talking about the world's biggest spa sale. Up to 30% off on spas and swim spas. Choose from hundreds of different spas from multiple manufacturers. There is special financing available, and if you are in the market, special pricing now as summer starts to dwindle on chemicals and accessories. Always professional delivery available. The spas are going crazy at Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
When I saw you come inside, I couldn't help but notice you were alone tonight. Oh, you're so fine. Can we spend some time?
Yeah. I like this, Zach.
You had to go deep into
nice.
the vault with this one.
I like this. Yeah. A little different. I like this. I'm into it. Zach, you gonna be watching? Are you gonna be sleeping? I know you like your nap schedule's pretty aggressive.
The Napster himself.
What you talking about? For
he is Napster.
What
this
Saturday?
weekend? I mean, after
weekend?
church, after church you're gonna be. How long is church ceremony on Saturday?
It's about hour and a half.
Okay, so you pop that on the Zoom. Are you gonna be watching football like in the background while the Zoom's going on?
No, I'll wait till Saturday night to kind of catch up with everything. So.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm just making sure.
No,
but you are gonna watch, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. I'm
Okay.
gonna watch. Like, I think like I do get a kick out of SEC football. Like, even though I'm not like a big follower of SEC football, I do get a kick out of the players and then like the coaching antics and everything. So I'll tune in. I'll tune in to the first week.
If you don't like SEC football, what do you like?
Well, I mean, I'm more so into like what the coaches say, like coaching interviews, like what they're doing on the sidelines. Doesn't matter like which conference it is. It could be in a Big Ten, Pac-12.
You love coaches' interviews. You're into coaches' interviews.
I'm big into like coach speak, like what they're gonna say. I'm very big.
What?
Coach Paston.
I'm very
this man
big.
Just said he's big into coach speak.
I am, because to me,
that's a quote. I'm into coach. Everyone hates coach.
No,
speak.
because with certain coaches, they can get away with coach speak. Others, they just kind of just BSing it just to kind of just fill up space. Like, with Butch Jones saying they're champions of life. Like, come on, dude. Like, why are we saying that?
I've never heard anyone ever say they were into coach speak.
I am.
They want to coach speak. I've never heard that before.
Like, I'm excited to hear what Lane Kiffin has to say. I'm excited to hear what Mike Leach has to say. Like, I'm like everything that I hope for in those two, like I will get on the first week of SEC football.
Of all the things that you've said some crazy things before. That is amongst the craziest.
Peter, Zach is a pure journalist. He's a pure media guy. Like let the man be him, man.
Like the players, they're gonna play, and we know who's gonna be good. Like we see, like even the high school players, those 5-star recruits, we know they're gonna be good once they hit the field. Like that's cool. I'm just kind of interested in hearing what new what new saying Mike Leach is gonna bring out on the first week of SEC football. That's interesting to me.
Okay, that's wow.
Like the players are gonna play.
Hey man, hey, listen, you're doing that's. Texter says, "Does Zach know he works on a sports show?" Good question.
Yes, I do. I do know that.
All right, so Zach, I got an assignment for you then. Okay. Since this is your thing, this weekend I want you to monitor the coach speak, and I want you to on Monday to bring us the best of the coach speak, your favorite coach speak that you've heard that you came through. I want you to cut that. Let's get that clip going. Let's get it happening. Let's get your favorite coach speak.
And this is for all conferences, FBS.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I
want to hear what gets your motor running.
Oh, don't let me down.
Get you excited.
Don't let me down, coaches, man. Don't let me down. I need some good ones this week. Too bad Deion and Jackson State aren't playing. Like
Deion keeps tweeting out. He keeps tweeting out. He wants some dogs. He wants some. He wants some real ones. He wants some dudes. He wants some guys out there. He wants them.
Man, send Deion some
Mamas,
dogs,
send your kids to me.
Give him some dogs, man. Like, doesn't matter, man. Give him some dogs.
I'm with you. The Pac-12 is playing a 7-game schedule starting November 6th. I mean, we're starting football November 6th. Most of you would say football normally kind of starts to slow down about Thanksgiving-ish kind of thing. But that's going to be a big week because that's the week of the election. And then you got Pac-12 football coming back. And, I mean, did anyone notice that it was gone? Fair question. But it's back. And that means, they've going to play their 5 divisional opponents plus a division crossover game prior to the December 18th conference championship game. The teams that do not qualify for the title game will play an additional conference game against the squad from the opposite division that same weekend. December 18th championship game means that like some of the bowls will already theoretically be starting at that point. This is so to try to shoehorn this thing in. I don't know, man. This is so weird.
I had an odd question as well, man. Like as far as just taking a look at Jackson State, just as an individual team, we know that the SWAC isn't playing football, right? So, what was their situation before they hired Dion? Was there coaching hire? Was there coaching opening there anyway, or because you just saw the coach? Dion was the coach, so.
Yeah.
So how long has that opening been there then? Like when did they let their coach go? I don't keep up with. I don't know. So
I don't know.
I don't know if you really get what I'm trying to say though. Like if let's say that the SWAC was going to play football this season, would they have just rolled Dion opening day? Let's go. Like no nothing, just cold. He's the coach.
They fired. Let's see they sort of realigned their coaching staff in the offseason last year, and then they dropped their head coach
right.
A while so like
Strange.
sort of so I don't really know, but they'd had an opening for a while, and Dion's coach like preps. He's been in preps. He's been he is. I think you can compare him to Penny in some ways, in terms of that coaching situation, where he obviously is a huge name, but he's had some experience coaching high schoolers and doing that kind of thing. Like he had prime prep, and then he had prime prep in like Dallas. I don't think that went well. And then he had like another AAU type football squad in Florida that apparently was just running things down there. So he's had plenty of connections. It's not as if he's just like, he's only been doing TV stuff. I mean, he's been doing coaching type things for a while. So I think it is like Penny in that regard, where he's gonna be able to jump in and certainly at least have those connections, if nothing else. It's a shame that Warren Sapp is not. I don't think he's gonna be on his coaching staff, as rumored. Terrell Owens. Oh, you were talking about because I got joked about Sapp and he's actually going to be on there. That would have been fantastic. Yeah. But I think to go back to the Pac-12 for a second. So like you're gonna on November 6th, you're gonna have teams that would have played like 8 games, 9 games in their season, and then you're gonna have teams that have played 0 games. And the Big Ten will have played like 2, and it is such a patchwork deal. We're all just going to have to kind of get used to it. I mean, we've already had teams that have played, 3 games this year, and then we've had the SEC teams that haven't even started yet. They're going to start. There will be more cancellations and postponements over the course of the season, which means other teams are going to have to shoehorn games in, towards the end. I think, it's going to be totally chaotic, and I really don't envy the College Football Playoff Committee trying to figure out how to assess the best team. It's you normally would have around like New Year's Eve is when you have the College Football Playoff semifinals. But if you're going to have like a Pac-12 team that's going to be in the mix, they're going to have played December 18th. And then immediately kind of turn right back around. And normally you have to wait for the bowls to determine their composition of their teams until the CFP, and the bowls sort of trickle down from the top down. I don't. The timing of all this is going to be really strange, and some bowls are not going to know I don't think they're going to know the teams that are in those bowls until a week or 2 before the bowl happens, which is really unusual. Right. Normally you got a lot more time than that to kind of figure this sort of thing out. So I don't know. In keeping with everything else in 2020, it's going to be really strange, but. I'm glad at least we're going to see some of these teams in action. Hopefully we can keep everybody safe. That's the big thing.
Yeah. Like you said, the good games are starting to kick off. Hopefully Tiger football can get back going soon. Where they've got like 2 more weeks of quarantine, or where they
1 more week theoretically. The Tigers should be good to go for next week.
Okay.
If there's no I think. I mean, the last we were told. They did modify. They still have guys in quarantine and contact tracing and all that. But they did 2 modified practices this week, and assuming the testing and all that stuff goes through, then they should be back next week for SMU.
Just like
it would have been a month between games. Really strange.
Yeah, like you said, it's good to see games back. college football, just so much of the pageantry of college football is going to be missing. I'm going to make an effort to actually watch some of the games this weekend.
Good.
I haven't
Good for
been
you.
interested in doing that at all. But I'll check it out and see what's out there as far as college football is concerned.
We mentioned the situation in Tennessee, too. Tennessee will play South Carolina to open the season tomorrow night. And Jeremy Pruitt, Tennessee's coach, got a 2-year extension and $400,000 more per year. I mean, what a deal. You know, he got this is his third year. Last year, Tennessee finished strongly, 8-5 overall, beat Indiana in the Gator Bowl. So Tennessee is improved, and a lot of people have higher expectations this year. But still, you get that $400,000 raise in the pandemic and a little extension. Then now they've recruited really, really well. Their recruiting has been excellent. Number 3 nationally. So I mean, you can see why, but still, not a bad gig. Most people losing their jobs. He's getting $400,000 more per year.
Yes, that's big time money.
Picked the wrong gig.
Yeah, we made some mistakes in life, man. Ain't too late though. I'm 40 years old. We can. That's
right. You can still be a football coach.
Why not?
See if you can get on Dion. See if you can get on Dion's staff.
Sanders,
You got to work your way up.
Yeah,
That's right.
He's already cutting. He's already
those dogs.
He's cutting out media members up there. Maybe I can slide in on that media member wave, and then
I'm gonna be one of his dogs. I'm gonna be. Come on, Coach Prime. Let's go.
Yep. I can say, Coach, I can get you. I can get you inroads to Memphis kids, man. I'm connected to Leon Taylor.
Did you see? Have you?
Like I'm Leon Taylor's friend, man.
That's right.
We can get you hooked up, man.
Coach Prime, I will say, Coach Prime. One thing that I thought was kind of funny is even though Coach Prime clearly Dion's got lots of money, and money's not an issue for Dion.
Yeah, he got what he said. He had 140 in a mule behind his house, bro.
That's exactly.
He's sitting on 140 acres in a mule.
And he's got he already put out on Twitter like a call for he wants somebody to look for a mansion for him in the Jackson area. So that's nice. But what I don't get is if you look at the graphics on his page, if you look at his graphics talking about Coach Prime and how I want some dogs, how does this man not have more money? It looks like one of those party invitations that you get for like the weekend, for like the boxing match weekend. Yeah. If you look at it, the Photoshop and the way it looks, it just needs like come on in at 9, ladies free. It looks like all those flyers that you get outside of places. How does this man not have a little more money? How we not just spruce this up just a little bit? Come on, let's just turn it up just a touch.
I don't see what you're talking about. Let me
come on, Dion. There's one. It was back. I don't know. It was 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay.
You have to go back and look, but it's everything else looks great. He's good. He got the whole thing, man. The Escalade, the whole deal. We're good. We got to crank that budget up a little bit on those graphics. Come on, let's just get us a little bit higher. I feel like somebody could do that in their house.
I'm looking for it desperately, man. Because all the stuff I see looks good. All the stuff I see look good so far. You said it happened a few days ago.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Hopefully I saw somebody's bootleg version. Maybe that's what I saw. I hope that's the case because it looked bootleg. I can tell you that.
Because I'm on September the 22nd now. Hold on, I don't see what you're talking about, man. That's fine.
No, maybe like I said, maybe I saw bootleg. I'm hoping it was bootleg. Maybe it was bootleg. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, everything's good for Dion. He's looking for a mansion. If you know of a mansion down in Jackson, contact Dion. If you got one to sell, that'd be great. He'd appreciate that. I can't wait for the Southern Heritage Classic next year. It's gonna be.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be all the
time. You gotta get Dion in studio.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, gotta make that happen.
That's
right.
We got
our Southern Heritage Classic plug, so maybe we can turn that into getting Dion on the show.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
Hear him say what the Lord has said about the city of Memphis in the classic.
We got one of 2 ordained deacons.
Yeah. Got to make room for Dion.
Real Sports Dog, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
At First Bank Mortgage, their core purpose is to help you get to a better place. That better place may be a lower monthly payment, that vacation you thought was impossible, or getting into a home with a fenced backyard where your kids can play. To get into your better place, First Bank Mortgage makes decisions right here at home. Dedicated to helping you get to your better place, First Bank Mortgage. Call Daniel Mooney at 901-462-0145 today. NMLS 741022. Equal housing lender.
Hey everybody, this fall is going to be the best, and I am loving these new All-Star Chevys. You will not find more Silverados anywhere, and for a lot less. If it's a new Chevy you want, Olive Branch is where you want to be. Come drive one of these new Tahoes. I just did it, and I'm telling you, I want to go on a road trip right now. Drive a new Traverse or a new Camaro. Wait, here is the new Chevy car to drive. One of these Impalas that has all the awards. All-Star wins on the low prices. We're talking 20-something. You could even get thousands in cash back. And don't forget to check out the certified pre-owned Chevy deals. The lot is full. Tahoes, Malibus, Impalas, Suburbans. Just don't forget, it's not the Pike, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah or Collierville. It's gotta be Olive Branch, people. And everyone at All-Star has one job, just one job, to make sure you get the best deal and have more fun and in record time. So find new roads to Kraft Goodman Road in Olive Branch or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies, we will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Fiveash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Fiveash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
You hear the phrase all day, every day. In these uncertain times this, in these uncertain times that. Well, in these uncertain times, one thing I know for certain, you want you some Central Barbecue. Central Barbecue is open for you to dine in or carry out, online orders and curbside pickup. And another thing you could be certain about is this. We are doing everything in our power to keep you and our staff safe. You can be sure that everyone working at any Central Barbecue is following every safety protocol there is, and they'll encourage you to do the same. Come on in and get some Central Barbecue. And yes, your face covering is probably going to end up with some sauce on it. A small price to pay for safety.
Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. We talked to Monica Starks, who needed to hire for a pivotal role at her company, GS Group.
As the owner of a construction company, finding the right people is a very difficult task. So I use ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology identifies the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Monica did, and that's how she found Lamont, her new project superintendent.
The job is so perfect for me. I had a career breakthrough. I would have never found this job if it wasn't for ZipRecruiter.
With ZipRecruiter, we've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists. With ZipRecruiter, we get hiring results.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
In today's world, a lot is going on, but one thing is always true. You need to take care of yourself. The skin clinics can help. Age, diet, genetics, and current events can conspire to make you look and feel much older than you are. It doesn't have to be that way. Call the skin clinics and let their expertly trained nurses, estheticians, and staff choose the treatment that best suits you and your pocket. There's so much you can do. Consider skin resurfacing and rejuvenation, lash extensions and specialty brows, injectables, medical-grade chemical peels, laser hair reduction, waxing, facials, makeup applications, and even services just for men. The Skin Clinics has it all in a caring, safe environment, always observing current social distancing guidelines. Go to theskinclinic.com to find out more and call today for your appointment at 901-345-SKIN. That's 901-345-SKIN. Taking care of yourself is good for you and your loved ones. Come to the Skin Clinics, 1300 Wolf Park Drive in Germantown.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
tonight. Is that it for the Celtics?
Yeah, I think it's it for the Celtics, man.
Woo!
I think that's it for them.
Out. Celtics are out.
And Tyler Hero, who they said looks like 11 from the kid 11 from Stranger Things. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, I can't unsee that now, man. I can't unsee it.
It's true. He's right. That's exactly what it is. I agree with you. I think the Celtics, I think it's time for them to go.
Yeah, man. Let's get this.
You are dismissed from the bubble.
Get them out of here, man. The bubble's
over on the other side.
Are we gonna? A while, but there's only like 2 teams left. It's gonna be kind of strange. There's 2 teams left in the 2 teams and their families in the bubble. Bubble's gonna look.
At this point, yeah. At this point, you basically just have entire hotels to yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna be super strange.
But when you get to the finals, man.
Hey, who cares?
Are we gonna have a finals by the end of the weekend? Is it gonna be sad? Is it gonna be Lakers Heat?
How many games are left? Just one game? That means they had to.
I mean, one game. It'd be one game for each if the Lakers.
I
don't.
The
Heat got 2 chances. The Heat got 2 chances at it. The Lakers got 1.
I think we'll still be talking conference finals Monday. I think.
Okay. I think. Yeah. Okay. So it'll be Heat waiting for the winner of Lakers Nuggets. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. I think Miami's gonna get it done. I think the Lakers are gonna lose this next game.
I can't wait for Saints. I want Saints college football corner too.
Oh, it's coming,
you need to make a pick. You need to make a pick against the spread.
Here are my picks.
Let's get your picks.
Here are my picks for this week.
Okay.
Covington. Oh. Take Covington over. Covington.
Okay.
Covington 19. Everyone else, nothing.
Okay, well, that's
my bold prediction for the week.
That's always a fair pick. I can't wait. SEC football this weekend. We're going to have it for you right here on Sports 56 and the family of stations. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll talk to you about it on Monday. Midday's coming up next. They're going to talk plenty of football too. Stick around. Have yourself a great weekend.